Mic check, mic check. Can you guys hear me? Drop a smiley face if you can, because, bro, I'm seeing some crazy shit, man. I'm seeing some crazy shit. I'm seeing shit that, yo, give me a thumbs up, someone. Let me know if you can hear me. Merlin, what the fuck? It's so funny, Merlin. You already know. You already know what the topic of today is, man. I just want to get on here and say love and peace from big, beautiful Colombia. And when I say big and beautiful, I mean now the bones are small. It's raining. It's a lightning storm out there. I got bitch one telling me she don't like bitch two, and bitch two telling me she don't want to see me around bitch three, but bitch three is saying, how the fuck can't you fuck me if you fuck bitch two? I said, my dick didn't work that night because of bitch five giving me bitch six's drugs. Like, what the fuck are you doing, bitch? And I'm just filled with so much love because you guys know me. It's like I'm the Santa Claus for I am the grandpappy. I'm the Santa Claus of like no one is more jolly around hoes than me. They try and rob you guys, but around me they know what's up. They're like, oh, he's gonna take away the jolly. He's gonna do something crazy. This man doesn't seem all the way there. And they just listen, man. They hold my passports, they hold my wallets, they do whatever the fuck I say. They don't touch a credit card. And so I'm filled with so much love, and I'm like, it's a lightning storm. It's raining out there. The hose are getting wet. I'm about to I'm gonna jump into a bar, have a couple of brewskis. This is my summer technically, because I'm not exactly sure what I'll be doing summer, but I'm filled with so much love, and I see these clip of Sneako saying, the only way we escape this matrix is if we become jihadis and Allahu Akbar. And it's like, dude, newsflash, Sneako, Andrew Tate made you a Muslim. Like, come on, dude. Andrew Tate made you a Muslim. How the fuck are you beefing Andrew Tate still? This thing was so funny because when they met in person, it was all like, "I respect you, man." As soon as he gets to the desktop, it goes World War III, and it's like, bro, Sneako, no one's calling you a pussy. Deep down, we the people love you, Sneako. Deep down, even us haters love you. Like we see you as like a kid who lost his way. And how could you not lose your way? You're like an early YouTuber, right? Obviously, you're gonna have that Disney syndrome, that childish syndrome, where it's like you don't know what else. You've achieved a lot in your life, and it's like now you're now you're thinking of escaping to heaven, and it's fucking terrifying. Really, it's like you sound like a jihadi in this clip. Like, how do we escape the matrix? You sound suicidal in this clip. This is not fucking normal behavior. Um, Everything in this world is just it's of this world. It's temporary. It's like he reminds me of those fucking deep Christians. Like those Christians like, I don't drink Coca Cola. I don't drink Coke Zero because it's of this worldly. It reminds me of those fucking extremophiles. What did the greatest psychologist Jung say? He said anyone extremely religious is extremely sexually repressed and gay. Or was that Freud? Maybe I'm mixing it up, but I'm not saying he's gay. I'm just saying, like, guys, anytime you're around an extremely religious person, it's always them fooling you. You will never shake a religious person's hand and say, wow, this person didn't fool me. He was the real deal. You always hang out with them long enough. Like Gurdjieff says, you want to lose your faith, make friends with a priest or an imam or whatever. You just meet these people, hang out with them, have dinner with them, and very soon you begin to realize how mortal they are, how human they are, how repressed they are sexually. And I'm not saying this to make you guys less religious. If it benefits you, then 100% go down that path. But when you meet really spiritually inclined people, they're never going to sound repressed sexually. They're never going to be talking about escaping to heaven. Like, dude, we got to escape this. I got to get out of my own skin. And it's like, dude, your skin is beautiful. Why do you hate your brown skin, dude? Your skin is beautiful. How God made you, Sneako. You should be happy with what you got in this world. all this language of escaping the matrix is like, it's suicidal talk. It's like, yes, Andrew Tate has a bit of suicidal energy to him, a lot, really. Like, oh, I'm just I can't handle my guilt. And it's like, then don't do things that make you guilty, right? If you know what I mean, don't. If I'm Zerk on a fucking hose and I feel guilty about doing it, then I'll stop doing it. Or what am I gonna let it manifest in my inner world until it comes out of me, destroys me? It's like, bro, whatever you're doing that makes you feel guilty, why don't you just cut it out? You know, like there's no reason for you to live with that much animosity. And bro, any human, this is a cry for help when a human is saying we have to escape the world, right? I can't drink Coke Zero anymore. It's of this world. It's of this. I can't do anything of this world, right? And people don't realize that Jesus Christ is speaking to you as an initiate as well. It's not just God. It's you at your final steps of evolution. That's why no human can. If a human could do 1% of what Jesus Christ did in one incarnation, that would blow. Everyone would be religious right there. If you could do 1% of what Jesus Christ did, every human would be like, "Oh, it's my turn for initiation." No, it's not. You're sneako. You guys have much to do on Earth before you evolve towards the light. This idea that like you're gonna escape by doing 5 prayers a day, there's nothing to escape. You're here to transform matter, bring it up spiritually. You're not here to escape matter, you fucking idiots. And there's never been a spiritual teacher in history that has taught you escape. And you might be mixing it up with Buddha's teachings. That's an old initiation path, but if you look at anything up to date, you don't follow the Zarathustra path. You don't follow the Venus path of Buddha. You don't follow any of those paths. You follow individuation, which is the Christ impulse. That's the last, and that path is creativity and freedom, right? So Sneako has to be more Sneako. Zherka has to be more Zherka. Pearl has to be more Pearl. This is how you evolve, right? So long as you're not degenerating, like, bro, if you don't let even I'm not homies with Sneeko, but like the love in my heart won't let me see a human speak like that. If I see a human speaking, like, "Oh, we have to escape reality." It's like, dude, you cannot be using the same language as someone committing suicide. Okay. Humans love to do that where they mask it with religion. Like you'll meet a human that speaks really suicidal, but he'll add Jesus Christ. He'll add the Lord's name so he can not look psychotic. Or he'll add like a prophet's name or Moses or people love to hide behind religion as a dude, calm the fuck down. These death drives have to chill the fuck out in you because you're way too young to be doing it. You sound like a 50-year-old man having a midlife crisis. Like, dude, you're way too young to be sounding like that. What are you gonna sound like at 40 or 50? Are you going to be the ginger guy that joins ISIS? Or you know what I mean? Like, where are you headed with this energy? And how come, here's the sad truth is, most Muslims and Arab friends he has encourage him to speak like that. And it's all fun and games until you realize there's not a therapist on earth that doesn't red flag that. There's not one therapist worth their salt on earth, even bad therapists, really. There is not one clinical psychologist on earth that wouldn't red flag Sneako's language recently. Well, it's been for years, but especially recently. It's like there is not one professional trained in soul science or psychology, whatever you want to call it. There's not one professional on earth that would let you get away with talking like that in their office. They would red flag that immediately. They would red flag you immediately as you're a danger to yourself when you're speaking like that. Okay? The fatalism and all this. You're supposed to have homies, by the way, that check you on this stuff. The greatest thing a Christian could do is check Christians or Muslims or anyone getting fanatical, right? Because you have never seen someone turn out healthy talking like that. He's talking like a madman, like a fucking retard. And as I'm around crazy people all the time. They don't sound like that. And then watching these clips, I want to make jokes about it so bad. But I'm like, man, I would regret it so bad if that guy harmed himself. We gotta, we have to send my troops and everyone who loves Zherka to say sneako. Like everyone has to comment, hey man, you sound like a jihadi, relax. It's not that serious, you know. Um, yeah, I don't know how else to word it. It's like this is why there are beers in the world. This is why there are games you can play and stuff. It's like when you're getting a little stressed out, go have a couple beers. How about that? Oh, I don't drink. You fuck strippers, bro. You're literally fucking strippers. You don't drink. Have a couple beers, go to bed early, you know, go back to being a little normal. Because this whole, don't pretend like hyper religiosity didn't get people to jump off bridges. It happens all the time. And people destroyed their lives with fanatical ideas because it's really demons in their head that they haven't addressed. And it's like, I'm not much of a drinker. I never drink. But hell, if someone tells me I'm too fanatical, Zerka's too wild, have a couple beers, I don't take offense to that. I'll be like, it's been years, but I'll have a couple beers because maybe I am being fanatical. Like I'm open to the criticism of haters if I feel manic, if I feel like I'm off. But I'm too old to feel like that, and I'm pretty sure when Snake was my age, he will never be filled with mania. He'll laugh at his old self. I guarantee you, at my age, Sneako will laugh at the way he used to speak with this whole "we have to escape the world" language and stuff. And I guess what is he, 26? I think at that age, yeah, there's a lot of mania at that age. I had that too, and a lot of fatalistic language, and it's like. The one promise I can make a human being is you're not going to talk like that at 30. You know, Yeah, I don't care how much drugs you do, you're not going to talk like that. You're going to be a lot more centered. It's just that 26-year-old age that people, I guess he didn't get to do what he wanted to do, whatever the fuck, but all that fanatical language like needs to stop. And we've done it, with calling everyone a Satanist. And at that age, I remember it like it's yesterday. But it was through a Christian lens, really, because I don't know anything else. I grew up in more of that world than I avoided jihadis when I was young. I was like, if you were an Arab, I didn't mind, but if you were religious, I like avoided that. And I feel like there's a danger to that. Like the Christian fanatics, they're not that bad, but the jihadis can go really far, especially if they feel like outsiders. They have to prove something. The gingers, the sneakos. So it's like, bro, we got to direct some attention to like someone tell him to chill out. Because Nico's the kind of guy that if I text him like, relax, bro, you sound like a fucking maniac. He's the kind of guy that goes, oh, Zerka's giving me attention. I better hype this up for the drama for the YouTube. And it's like, there's no drama. I haven't done this in years, right? This is just a space where I'm telling my people, hey, guys, don't let Sneako jump off a bridge. Bro, listen to that clip. He sounds like a fucking retard. Like he's saying, this is how we have to escape the major. If I keep praying 5 times a day, I'll be like the other billion Muslims on earth who pray 5 times a day. And what? What transpires? I'm all for prayer if it's genuine. But I think the greatest thing I want to leave Earth with, like, you see, now I sound crazy, but if I was to get shot up today, the greatest thing I'd want to be remembered for is there is no such thing as prayer and religious life that is shared with the masses at all. Like, I don't care if it's billions of people on Earth, I don't care what we're talking about. If you share with the world that you did a prayer, that prayer doesn't count. Okay. My mentor, everyone in my life has taught me that everything that's important to you will be to your core in the self, in the psyche of the self, to your core, it will be individualistic. Anytime prayer becomes something about Twitter, TikTok, your church, your mosque, your temple, whatever, if it turns into anything collective that's away from the individual, it's not genuine. Period. Every single time. If you pray for people on stream, it's not genuine. Period. Every single time. If you pray on the street, it's not genuine. There's nothing, unless you're showing me 40 days in the motherfucking desert, I don't buy it. And if you're showing me that, I still don't buy it. That's like Connor Murphy. Okay, so I'm really tired of this fake religiosity and fake spiritual shit. You know, some of us do this for real. Some of us actually deepen our own myth in the world. Some of us are actually here to complete what we came to complete. And then there's all these fucking YouTubers who are like, dude, if we took away social media, 90% of your religious life is deleted. You don't have an inner life. You don't have an inner world. You don't have none of that, which is sad, really. It's like, why would any human even promote a religious life if it's not going to be private? You know what I mean? It's like people say, well, Zherka, show me how to pray, show me how to do this, show me how to do that. It's like, why would I ever do that? I have nothing to do with you. That's that I have nothing to, I don't even know what pops up when you pray. I don't even know what demons you're battling. I have different ones. We are in totally different paths. And why would I ever share something that intimate with, want to go on a live stream and pray together like a faggot? No, that is a horrific relationship you're building with your Lord. If anything, read Kierkegaard, man. Read anything to do with the collective means you're dying. When you're at a coffee shop, you are dying. When you're at a sports ball game, you are dying. When you're around your friends, you are dying. You are only alive when you are alone. You are always dying when you're around people. Okay? You're always becoming more dumb when you're around people. You're always degenerating with the masses. You cannot evolve with the masses. It's impossible to enter ego consciousness with the masses. Doing religion like sneako and all these fucking dumbass Muslims, it will take you nowhere. It doesn't deepen ego consciousness. It's not even a waste of time. It's counterproductive what you're doing, right? Do you know that the most terrifying thing about religion is the alone time? Like Jesus alone in the desert for 40 days? Do you know that all of this cooking that your soul has to go through to become a diamond is done through alone time? So, yes, if you spent 10 years praying on the streets, I got news for you. You are going to come up to me one day and say, holy fuck, I wasted a lot of time. Yes, you are wasting a lot of fucking time. If you could see your own aura, you'd see the colors. You would understand. You'd be like, you know what? I'm going to take this and I'm going to make this an intimate ritual. I'm going to pray alone. And it's like, yes, go be a man already. Be an adult. And here's the saddest thing about reality is most people who do their spiritual work alone, they assume, and I did that for a long time, I did too. I always assume, they assume, we all make this mistake. We assume that everyone does this. Like, oh, yeah, it makes sense that you do it alone. Well, you look into the studies, no human actually does any of their ritualistic work alone. So you don't ever just assume your buddies know what they're doing. None of them know what they're doing. Okay? None of them. Like, it's like people who say to me, how come 90% of your content, Zherka, is talking about your prayers being answered? Because they're always fucking answered. Even my mini prayers get answered. Everything I do gets answered. So I do get frustrated when I hear people say, oh, I keep praying 5 times a day. What the fuck are you praying about? Nothing's coming. What is nothing coming into reality for you? You're not going to change God's will praying all day. The prayer is to change your own will. Did you know that? You fucking idiot. Everything is backwards with the youth. And it's like, and obviously nobody wants to pray alone. That's fucking terrifying. Yeah, obviously you want to do it with your buddies in a fucking temple talking about Fortnite as you're walking there. It's just as soon as you guys are in group consciousness, it's null and void. It's nothing. There's nothing there, right? Now, if it was thousands of years ago, praying as a group is actually effective, very effective, right? But you'd also be seeing, you'd all be seers, you'd be seeing things, right? You'd be seeing something a lot different in the atmosphere together, right? A lot more dreamy of an atmosphere. You wouldn't just be seeing stars, you'd be seeing a lot more spirits, especially with a bit of training. Especially your brain had much more water back then, so it was a lot easier to get into dreamy states. But look how far you are down evolution of ego consciousness. You're not where you think you are, you fucking monkey. You fucking retard. That you think going to a fucking temple with your buddies is doing shit. Okay? Like, guys, the reason you're so afraid to have a spiritual life one on one alone with just yourself is because you hate yourself. That's the truth. Anyone talking about leaving the matrix and stuff, these people are seriously red flagged, bro. You got everyone should be damning them. Chill out, bro. Like, relax. Go ahead, Pearl. That is wild. Like, I made a joke and then I felt guilty. I'm like, do a space and just let people know. Save Sneako's soul. This guy sounds like a jihadi, bro. Young Jav and Mike, go ahead. Um, the fuck are you laughing at, Gabriella?
Hello.
Get in here and talk. Yes, what's up? Confessions of a right wing liberal. You're a liberal in my audience?
Bro, most liberals are fucking cocks, man.
I don't know, man. Lately, I've been changing. I'm starting to like the libs more.
No, I think you just missed Kamala.
I was never a Kamala fan. People said she's hot. I never found her that attractive.
Dude, I could have sworn you were on Fresh and Fit saying that you gooned after her.
No, no, no. It was Hillary. I always had a
Oh,
sexual attraction towards young Hillary. Obviously not old Hillary, but something about young Hillary is like there's something evil about that too. Like, have you ever been with an evil woman?
dude, you know who's fucking evil, bro? Fucking Pearl, bro. She's fucking evil, bro.
Really? I haven't been following. What is she doing that's evil?
Dude, I'm telling you, like, you gotta watch your back, bro, because, dude,
Yeah,
I don't
it's
know,
it's
man.
it's hard to follow the politics channels because anytime like I see politics, dude, I used to watch Nick all the time. I can't even watch Nick anymore because it's like it's not nothing Nick is doing. It's like I hate politics. As soon as spring starts, I start to hate politics. I really don't like politics. Because there's something about politics that just feels like in order to get wins, you have to go on a merry-go-round many times. You have to go on a big argument, the same argument over and over again. And after 1,000 revolutions, you get one win. And I'm like, dude, there's no way any human on earth signed up for this. Like, right? It's like when people do the transgender debate. They ask me, Zherka, what do you think of transgenders? I'll tell you what I think of transgenders. I think they should be left alone. I think you guys need to stop bullying them. And people are like, well, what the fuck? Zherka, why are you taking their side? Because it's been 7 fucking years of hearing about them. And if you can't fucking stop some bitch from cutting her dick off for 7 years, maybe I'm on the bitch's side. Maybe I want to evolve my opinion. Maybe I'm tired of 7 fucking years of me defending, hey guys, don't cut your dicks off. No, do whatever the fuck you want. How about that? Do
And
whatever. What the fuck? Yeah.
isn't that punishment enough? Like chopping your dick off? Like, isn't that
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. It sounds like shouldn't we have some sympathy towards these people? You know what's interesting? When you look at the statistics of how little transgender people there are in America, you realize that it's not even a debate. How the media tries to make it like they're everywhere. They're not everywhere. And trannies are nice people. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. Trannies are
Yeah.
great people.
I
Okay.
got one better. I got
Yeah.
one better for you when it comes to the stats. It's actually 80% women becoming men. And so it's actually more women invading men's spaces than men invading women's spaces. But so it's kind of simpy when you think about it because it's
Oh, you're
like,
so fucking sexy, bro. Oh, my bad.
Ah, bro, I just gotta remove you. It's like some of you guys think you're more funny than you actually are. Yeah, go
okay.
ahead.
But so conservatives only care about it because they're like fighting on behalf of women who are crying about men invading our spaces. But I played volleyball in England and I actually played in a tournament with a transgender person, and all the girls fought, like pushed for the person to stay when I complained. So it's like if women are
Yeah,
fighting
but
to like share the
Pearl,
advice.
like not to attack your whole incarnation task because you're in deep into politics. You're like Myron. You're like all these people, but in 10 years from now, you're
Mhm.
going to be like, Zerka, I've been talking about transgenderism for 20 years. Maybe you were right. Maybe there's more to life than this. Like, there's no way that the left and the right are going to keep talking. You know, it's not going to go away, the conversation. It's like, bro, you're going to be talking about transgenderism for the next 20 years. And it's like these trends never end. And I really thought it would end after, like, the Jordan Peterson thing. I thought a couple more years and this should go away. No, it's not going away. And fighting it is clearly just making it bigger. Like
Correct. I agree with
so
you.
so what so guess what? I'm on team tranny. How about that? Okay. I'm not gonna swim upstream like these conservatives. I'm gonna welcome the trannies. I'm gonna say do more of that. I love you like Jesus Christ loves everyone. I love everyone. How about that? And I'm telling you, my life is so awesome when I just lead with love. I'm so tired of it's you, Myron, Gary. Everyone's arguing about trans, and they only got more tentacles. They got larger, they got bigger. It's like, dude, clearly we are losing with that strategy. And you know what's funny? Ever since I said I love transgender people, I've never even seen one. They just disappeared off the map. And it's like, whoa, you get attracted to what you hate. So you got to be careful. Do you remember
No,
when Nick,
I'm
Pearl,
so
remember when Nick kept talking about black people in Chicago? And I said to my audience, I said, watch, Nick's boss is going to be some black guy. And they all laughed at me. They're like, Nick doesn't have a boss. And within like 1 year, 2022, I think, his boss turned out to be Kanye, and Kanye is saying, "I suck." What in 2025 he's saying, "Yeah, I gave my cousin head," and everyone's like, "Whoa, what the fuck? Look at this old clip of Zerga saying that." I'm like, bro, anytime you're building up an animosity, even if you're in the right, anytime you're building up energy and you dislike something, you're gonna be pulled and attracted towards it. Kind of like that girl that you shouldn't date, but you still date her anyway. You're gonna be pulled into her. So that's why I say, like, if your whole incarnation is about talking about black people, your boss will be Kanye West talking about sucking his cousin's dick. That's how the world works. And people look at me like, Zerka, you're just making shit up. No, I'm not. If you talk nonstop about your problems with transgenders, your child becomes transgender. I guarantee you it works like that. I guarantee you, just from observation, not even my studies, not what my mentor told me, just from observation, that's how the world works. That's why anytime I see it's kind of like, have you seen these football guys, these football stars? They always have daughters after fucking a lot of bitches. It's like, would you be surprised if Zerka had 10 daughters in a row? No, because this guy's fucking women and I'm fucking them like in 1 minute. They're like, I nut so quick. It's not even fair. The girls aren't even having fun. And it's like, Zerka, you can't have that much fun with women without boom. Now you have 10 daughters in a row. That's why I say I don't hate women because I don't want 10 daughters. I don't even want one daughter.
I think it's funny that trannies are in women's sports. I think they should do that more.
Yeah, they're fucking kicking ass. Like when that tranny beat the shit out of that woman, the woman is like, "Yeah, I'll compete against that ex male." And she got her fucking face
I know.
sliced off and beaten. And I said, "Yo, I was the only one on Twitter who said beat that bitch harder." And
No,
people
that's
are
what
like,
I've been
"The
that's what I was
fuck?"
saying. That's what I was trying to say earlier. When I was at the tournament, all the girls like fight for them to be there. So okay, good luck.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Little
Good luck.
roughhousing, and it's kind of cute. Like when you see when you see man on woman violence, there's a cuteness to it as well. Like let's not pretend being violent against a woman it's a bad thing, but there's also a cuteness. You're seeing like you know how brothers and sisters fight. Yeah, like anytime you see, there is still love there. Just because you're attacking someone and beating on them and abusing them doesn't a lot of abuse comes from love, bro. Like have you ever had an abusive parent? Or why are we pretending abuse is not a form of love? It is. It's just love that's going too fast because the forerunner of love is anger. When you want to give someone love but it comes out too fast and you can't control it, it's like a lightning burst. Turns into a punch. And it happens, like when you see two boxers going at it, you're seeing high levels of love, It's just that it's not transmuted correctly. It's going out too fast. And so, yeah, when you see humans hating on each other, it's just a lower version of love that must be transformed. That's why I say it's like, guys, lead with love in the world. I don't hate Sneako. That's why I made this space saying, don't be a jihadi. I don't want you to be a jihadi. I have love for my friends. I don't want Myron spending the rest of his life on stream, right? I want him to do other things. I don't want Fresh talking about women for the rest of his life. Like people, everyone has to evolve a bit. You know what I mean? And I'm worried Pearl is going to be in that place where 10 years goes by and she's like, I'm arguing with trannies. Or like, Pearl, will you ever change someone like Anna Kasparian? She's like the king of trannies. She's like the ultimate, she's the tranny boss. Will you ever change any of her opinions? Like, I seriously doubt that.
I don't really do debates anymore unless I'm paid. I actually had this similar conclusion.
Well, what do you
I,
think of Sneako
I
being a
don't.
jihadi? Do you have a problem with Sneako?
No, I don't have a problem with sneako. I don't really follow the jihadi stuff. I kind of tune it out. But I agree with what you're saying about the religious extremism stuff.
Hmm. Yeah, I
In
mean,
general, yeah. Sorry.
when have you seen a religious person not turn out to be like a total like I love my boy Elijah Schaefer. He's a great
Oh
guy.
yeah.
It's just he kept making these Christian posts, and I'm like, oh, dude, I don't know if you should be. I don't know if you of all people should be posting like that. Like
So
leave the Christian post to the honest guy like Zherka, but don't be fucking no bitch behind the scenes and posting about Christianity. What the fuck? What are you
well,
doing?
Sarah Stock called into my show and she literally said word for word, "You're just jealous of me because I make better life decisions than you." As
Wow.
she was fucking Elijah Schaefer.
Yeah.
um, but
Yeah.
I
No.
think it's just when people have a fixation on something, it's usually that they're like they struggle with it. Like I kind of go in on fat people a lot because I think I have it in me to be really fat, you know?
Oh, but
So
you don't like fat people?
no, I mean,
I mean, well, I never understand hating fat people. It's because like we can all have that day where like bro, some months of the year I love to get fat. I love to get
yeah,
like no, not just regular fat, like high water weight, body mass, huge, like breaking the skin. I love some months of the year. I just like to get jolly. I don't know what it is. And people don't, a lot of people think, oh, it just happened recently. No, if you look into my life, every year I'll have like a fat few months of the
yeah,
whole year. And I've been doing this for like the last 15 years. Like I think it comes from like that off-season bodybuilding mindset, which is it doesn't really work if you're not bodybuilding that much anymore or you're not doing that. But man, when I see fat niggas posting on TikTok what they're eating and stuff, for me it's hard to hate them. I know they're doing bad to themselves, but for me it's hard to hate them because I have a few months of the year where I can really let go. And I can't explain to you how fun it is to. Have you ever intentionally try to get fat? Where not intentionally, but
no.
for a few months, you're just going like, yo, you're just going at it. Like, have you ever stopped doing cocaine for a few months and switched to food?
I've never done coke. Sorry.
Okay, it's a
Okay,
wild
no,
transition. Like
but okay,
when
do
you
you
have
know the
to.
person do you know the person that goes into a bar and they're like, "Oh, I don't drink. I can't drink. I'm not drinking. I'm not drinking. I'm not drinking." It's
Yeah,
like they have less self-control than people that can just have a drink and put it down. And I think that's like what
exactly.
happened with Elijah Schaefer is he was saying, "Be Christian, be Christian, be Christian," because he struggles like the most with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like, and I'm kind of my point was I'm kind of like that with food because I'm like that's like I don't really struggle with drugs or alcohol. It's like food for me. So like it's kind of like that's why I think people like we have those fixations is because it's like we hate the thing we struggle with the most.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, I've noticed the biggest issue in the world is repression. I don't know why no channel. I try to YouTube this. I try to look online to see if anyone. There's not one video on YouTube that actually talks about repression of anything. They quote it. They try and intellectualize it and all that. They try and go there in theory, but no one actually talks about what this stuff does. And I noticed this like You can't find a human problem on earth that doesn't come from repression. You know, you look at a lot of religious accounts on Twitter, these young men are sexually repressed, but they love to pretend they're crusaders. As it, you're not on no crusade, you're nothing like me. And but you know, you meet these virgin accounts who are really sexually repressed, and then they try and you know, they talk about Jesus, but there's no love in their heart. You know, like if they made an edit talking about the Christ, you can tell they don't even believe. You know, most Christians don't even believe the Christ existed, and they're just talking out of like robotic, mechanical. Jesus is king, and I, you know, I noticed that for a couple years. I'm like, oh, it's because they're young, but no, this is a epidemic that humans don't know who God is on earth. Especially the religious ones know the least. That's what the stories about the Pharisees is all about. And I'm like, wow, you know,
So
I used to give people the benefit of the doubt, but now I'm at a point where, hey, before I talk about religion, I'm talking about psychology. You are sexually repressed. You need to fix your life immediately. You need to solve your human issues before your spiritual issues. You are sexually repressed with a crusader emoji thinking that Zherka gives a fuck about you. It's like, dude, Zherka sees you as a repressed loser. You need to understand this is a physician talking. This is a doctor. I am a soul doctor. I'm a soul physician. I'm telling you right now, a lot of you guys talking about God, no wonder there's no conviction in your voice.
what would you tell them to do, Zerka?
Oh,
Like if
I'll
I
say this, bro. Back in the good old days, and not that I had this growing up, but there, I saw it in TV and movies. There's always some kind of masculine coach or someone. There's always some kind of toxic masculinity archetypal force telling young men, "Hey, go get laid." Hey, and that force has disappeared from the world. Zoomers are not drinking alcohol. That's a good thing. But there's something extremely dangerous about not drinking alcohol. It's where is that coming from? Is it because they're more pure? No, humans are not more pure. You know, it's not like Zoomers are more pure. It feels that way, but it's actually wrong. They're not more pure. They're watching a lot more porn, actually. But when you look into the Zoomer, it's not that they're more pure than the millennial, but it feels that way. Like in my heart, I actually think millennials are way more dirty than Zoomers. But we're not counting the fact that they're not drinking alcohol. It's not because they're pure. It's that they're sexually repressed. They're not going out. They're not meeting women. They're not doing anything adult. And Pearl, when I think of everything horrible in my life, it's always been from those days where I was repressed, where I'm like, something will happen if I just never leave this room. No, you have to leave your room. You have to go to the bar. You have to go to the what are these third party spaces called? There must be a social life to the Zoomer. I don't care if he's going to Harvard or if he's broke as fuck. There has to be someone in society that forces these young men to have a social life. And you know, a lot of these people don't realize that if they had a conversation with God, it would not sound like anything they think. Humans actually, Zoomers actually think if they had a conversation with God, that God would say, "Yes, you're doing everything great in your room and you're." God would never say any of that. God would say, follow your love. And your love is to be social with your friends and go out and blah, blah, blah. God would say, go into that world, enjoy it. You're going to age out of it. And then you're going to become a recluse as you get older, like every old person. God would never tell young men to stay in their room with suicidal thoughts. And a lot of these young fucking religious kids on Twitter, they don't realize that they are assuming. The most dangerous thing you can do in reality is assume a conversation with your Lord. Because if you're assuming what God is like, 99.9% chance you will get it wrong. And the person that gets it the most wrong, he kills himself. Yeah. And a lot of people don't realize that people who kill themselves, they are having a conversation with what they think God sounds like. And it gets very demonic. And a lot of people don't realize that everything that feels normal has to actually transpire. Yes, you're supposed to go play some basketball, talk to those girls, blah, blah. All that normal stuff. There must be more normal in your life. It can't just be a Zerka telling you to go be more normal, right? Pro. I'm an older guy, so I can repress myself for a couple of months. I enjoy doing that. But man, it is not healthy. It is not healthy. There should be balance with your social life and everything you do. Because holy shit, bro, it's like I feel like a bull being let loose in the dirty streets of Colombia. I feel whole, and that's just the winter. But man, do I feel like whoa, I gotta pull on this fucking leash a bit because it is wild how much a couple months at my ripe age, a couple months of repression has what it's done to me energy wise. And I'm like, okay, let's try and intellectualize this. What if I repress myself for not a couple of months? How about 10 years? And that shit scares the fuck out of me that that's the norm when you look at Zoomer studies. I'm like, okay, so I can't even hang out with a Zoomer because, like, deep down, they want to kill everyone and themselves. Like, if you're around a Zoomer, you're in danger. Like, these people are the most sexually repressed freaks of nature, where it's like, at least the faggot millennial isn't going to kill himself. And is there anything worse you can do than kill yourself? It's like, holy shit. Is that archetypal force in society that tells young men to have a more normal upbringing? Is that going to come through Hollywood or movies or no, it doesn't come from anywhere. It doesn't. I feel like
So
99% of memes online is about being alone in your room.
so you're basically saying that like people are getting weird because they're not going out.
Yeah, there is the starvation of social life that, and I'm judging it off of my winter. I repressed myself for a couple months to do my work, and now I'm letting loose because it's springtime. And I'm just comparing the two different Zerka states, and I'm like, whoa, that is not healthy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that, I had a couple days to myself, a day of 12 hours of philosophy to slow myself down. But I just remember thinking, I'm like, okay, if that's what a couple months of repression does from social life, what the fuck are these Zoomers gonna
Yeah.
go through when they let loose? And are they gonna let loose? Are they gonna kill themselves? And if they are gonna kill themselves, who is the voice that stops it from happening? Who is the voice who
Yeah.
even like what adult, what millennial, what adult could actually talk to a Zoomer and say, "Hey, I get it." Not even me, because a Zoomer would look at me and be like, "Zerka, you only did a couple months. I've done 10 years." It's like, okay, I can't relate to you, but I'll tell you this: why are humans pretending like they are not in danger when they're conscious? When you are conscious, you're in more danger than when you are asleep. Did you know that? You're not going to sleepwalk off your building, but when you're conscious, you might have conscious thoughts that make you jump off a bridge. Being conscious doesn't mean you're conscious at all.
Yeah.
And people don't realize this is
Well, it's
to be conscious, you must be whole psychically.
yeah. No, I kind of feel that because I feel like because I got a smartphone when I was 12. So I do feel like there's certain experiences you like miss out on that like I don't know what it's like to um like I don't want to be recorded like doing anything crazy has been a thought in my head since I was 12. Do you know what I mean? I think
Yeah,
other people got to like, I don't know, party or like go crazy or whatever, but like there was Snapchat when I went to college. People were record like, do you know what I'm saying? Like there was cameras
yeah,
everywhere. So, you know,
yeah,
you
yeah.
know.
Well, there's like a billion reasons to not leave your room anymore. But there are also these YouTube videos. Have you seen these YouTube videos, the trend, where a guy says, "Hey, I'm 60 years old and I wasted my whole life," which I can't even relate to that because probably you know what it's like to have a bit of financial and fame and that kind of success that you can, even if you fall off, you can die happy that you did what a top 1% human cannot do. So to me, it's like out of the picture. But if I was a normal guy and I watched one of those YouTube videos where it's like, I'm 60 years old and I wasted my whole life. Dude, go watch some of those YouTube videos on the algorithm that are trending. And you see their demeanor is identical to the Zoomers, where it's like everything, the stars just rolled by in one spot from like the bedroom window. They just watched, a time lapse of 70 years go by. And I read these studies with Zoomers not drinking. I don't care about the not drinking, but it really means they're not being social, which is horrific, like horrific to the soul. You don't know that the soul needs stimulation with crowds. It needs it, even if you're individuated, even if you're a loner, especially if you're a loner. And I'm like, damn, man, it's like the one thing stopping people from committing suicide is this space that I'm doing right now. And nobody actually talks about this. Nobody gives a fuck. Like you look at Zoomer's parents, not even the parents understand what's going on anymore. Like anyone else feel like parents got a lot dumber in the last 10 years? The human beings, I see these clips on Twitter where this guy tries to pick up some 17-year-old girl and the parents are just there smiling unconscious. And I will knife you in the heart if you try and talk to my daughter. What the fuck? What happened to those kind of parents? And now it's just
They're
unconscious.
not paying attention to the kids.
They're right there though. That's why I'm like, yo, what is going on where parents are not parents anymore? That is not American parenthood. American parenthood used to have jokes like, "Hey, buddy, don't talk to her." Now it's like the parents are just smiling unconscious. Are you gonna make us famous if you fuck our daughter? It's like, what the fuck is going on with that? Like they're clueless. And I still remember Pearl being so fucking freaked out. I was on a Twitch stream. I think it was I was so like, I'm used to parents trying to get me to date their daughter. You know, I've been approached many times at the mall or whatever, and they say, I have a daughter for you, and it's all cute and stuff. It's always someone much younger. And I'm used to that, whether I got a beard, whether I'm clean shaven, whatever. So I get it. It's cute. You know, some parents are like that. Some moms, you know, no dad has ever done that. Well, one dad has. K Bubble's dad did, where he watched all of my Twitch content of me just raging and screaming at women. And then I was sitting next to my girlfriend and I said, yeah, I made like some marriage joke or something. And he's like, you're not going to marry her. You're going to marry my daughter, Zherka. And yo, my girl goes, what the fuck? The girlfriend right next to me on the couch. And on stream, I started laughing and he's dead serious. He wanted me to marry his daughter. And I remember being so fucking flattered because this is the first time, you know, when parents approach me at the mall, yeah, that's cute. But when someone does it after watching content, so they actually know what I'm like, that's mind blowing to me. Where it's like you can watch me yell at women all day on camera and still think I'm a good person. You can see me speak all vulgar and still realize that your daughter's safe with me. So I was like, his name's Checkpoint. I was flattered by him. You know, I had him on the Discord and all that. And I just remember thinking, like, yeah, but I could keep their daughter safe, you know, financially free, all that. But now parents are very different, you know. Now parents nowadays are. There's always this clip of some guy trying to, and I find it creepy, by the way. If you're just like hitting on some girl in front of her parents, I keep seeing these clips on Twitter, and the parents they look deeply unconscious. And I'm like, dude, 10 years ago, parents at the mall did not operate like this. Even if a woman is trying to show me her daughter, they are conscious. They want to know more about me. They're engaged. They're not blank faced. Like, bro, does it feel like parents in the last 10 years have become much more like NPCs? You know, and I'm not
I mean,
talking, my parents are
I
cool.
think it's just because the wife like dominates the house, so everyone's afraid of the mother's emotions.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
take.
Yeah. Yeah, is the feminine dominating or is testosterone just skyrocketing towards the floor?
Uh,
Excuse me,
probably,
earth rocketing,
pro-
earth rocketing.
probably both.
Is the men getting weaker or is just feminism on the rise?
Well, yeah, I mean, you got to ask why the fathers are never willing to walk away. Like never, no matter like the disrespect, they'll never walk away. It's like crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy. It's crazy in a like I think the greatest problem in the future will be those Zoomers. Because there's if you look at it, not to be a doomer or black pill, but you know, the only answer those Zoomers have right now is doing drugs. Like if you look at it, Zoomers are talking about Clav. And what Clive is taking 5 different drugs to be socially normal, he said. That is you know, I shouldn't be the guy who says this, you know, I shouldn't be sounding like the anti-drug channel, but that is wild that, you know, The leader of the youth is clever now. He takes 5 different drugs. He says for his anxiousness to go away in public, which by the way, I think that's overblown. I'm positive that it's not 5 drugs that you need to be more base. I'm pretty sure one drug could do it. You know, I'm not saying anti-drug or anything, but I'm saying, and plus he has the recreational stuff on top. And I'm looking at the future. I'm like, okay, if Zoomers are going to be filled with this much loneliness and their only gate is going to look like someone like Clavicular, are all Zoomers just going to become drug addicts? You know, like, are all Zoomers going to, and who the fuck are we to stop them if it pushes them away for, from despair for, let's say, 5 to 10 years, if it buys them 5 to 10 years? Because I do believe that drugs do that. I believe alcohol does that too. I believe there's a lot of potions and devilish things that can buy time. Like, if a kid is suicidal and he's on some kind of drug that makes him social and that gives him 10 more years on earth to figure things out, I do think that that's a better 10 years spent than not taking the drug and killing yourself. I do think that it's hard to be pro drugs for the youth, but it's also really terrifying to not have a firm stance. Because you look at someone like, you look at a suicidal young man and you give him all the, let's say you give him the religious answer, and he goes to church and he marries a woman, and it turns out she's had 30 black cocks inside of her on camera. And then the church does that, that thing where they shrug their shoulders. The priest shrugs his shoulders and says, well, sorry, you just gotta be more religious. I get, how the church like pretty much snakes the youth nowadays. Like, the church is all about making sure you marry the greatest, biggest, largest whore in your society. And, the church doesn't care if you kill yourself. They just want to see you forgive people, even if your inner world is shattered from it. And you look at this, like, I guarantee you, Pearl, in the next 10 years, you're gonna see so much resentment of modern Christianity, because a lot of these young men are gonna marry whores and get cheated on. And it's kind of like everyone hates the red pill because it's real. Like, I don't know why people think Zherka loves the red pill. No, I would much rather change the pill if I could, right? you know, and the red pill is like, yo, these bitches are whores. And what happens when, these antisocial kids go to extreme measures to become social, and then they have to marry whores and blah, blah, blah. It seems like the future is so fucking dark because the religious institutions, their game plan is for you to be a faggot cuck. And if this is getting censored, I'm saying FAGGOTCUCK. That's what you have to become, a faggot cuck. And I exhale because I feel for the youth right there, where it's like that fucking priest is going to look you in your eyes and say, marry the whore. He'll say it in his own cute way. And he'll never bring up the Jungian statistics of what happens to you if you do. Like, have you ever noticed that, like, religious people never bring in psychological studies? Because as soon as the one study says this kid is prone to killing himself now, all the religious leaders will be like, okay, well, I didn't tell him to do that. My bad. Like, nobody wants blood on their hands. And it's like, guys, we have to understand that this modern religious world has to evolve. Religion has to sound more like Zherka in the future. It has to be more honest. Because, man, if it turns into whatever the fuck we're seeing, you're going to see Zoomers rebounding from loneliness to marrying whores who cheat on them and leave them. And what happens? They just come back to Zherka and say, well, you were right. Well, I don't want to be right. And I don't think you becoming a jihadi sneako channel, I don't think that's going to do any good either. And it's like, why are humans trying everything except what's psychologically sound? You know? And it's like, where are we going to head from this? Because Jordan Peterson's not talking about it. If you talk to Jordan Peterson, his solutions it always sounds like he's talking about a world 30 years ago. The world changes a lot every year. Before COVID, OnlyFans barely existed, right? So in the last 6 years, the world changed immensely. By the way, the studies of girls being on OnlyFans, they're not correct either. You know, they say, oh, 1 in 10 girl, 1 in 9 girl, no, dude, that's studies that show she has an OnlyFans that's public. Look into the studies that show about secret OnlyFans accounts. Look at private OnlyFans accounts. It's a lot more women than you think. And I remember I don't even I'm not even against OnlyFans the way you guys are against it. I'm against Instagram. I think Instagram killed dating, not OnlyFans, believe it or not. So go ahead, bro. Yeah, what's up? Yeah, I'll wrap it up soon if no one's gonna talk. Just want to give my two
Hey,
cents. Yeah.
hey, Zherka, good to see you. It's nice to finally meet you. I don't know if you remember me, but I was on Cozy way back in the day. Um,
Dalton, I think I do. I think I'm like the only human on earth that knows what cozy TV is besides the Groypers, right?
at this point, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, because a lot of people don't realize. First of all, the real cozy TV. I don't care how much you're going to defend it. The real cozy TV was D Live days. The D Live days was the real fucking where everything started. Remember when Nick was on D Live?
yeah. No, I mean that's
I think
real.
those were the
That's
OG days. Cozy was fun too. We also had the
well. There was like
Destiny
a
arc during that,
dude.
I think.
There was like a period where like we were all like scattered, like because everyone got banned on D Live. Remember after like J6, so like everybody
Yeah.
went to like we were on like people were on fucking like Trovo,
Yeah.
dude. Like what
Yeah.
is Trovo? You know
Yeah,
what
yeah,
I
yeah. Well,
mean?
Dalton, I was gonna here's something I gotta ask you. Here's something that sounds a little rude, I guess, but I don't really give a fuck how it comes off. Am I the only person on earth that because I was watching Nick when he had like 300 viewers and not like religiously, but I'll check in, and then it was like, excuse me, 900 at 800 viewers, not 300. 300 is like way early days. Eight when he had 800 viewers, so like definitely there since I would consider it the beginning, and then I got really involved during the Charlie Kirk thing, which was fucking hilarious. But something happened after Nick went mainstream last year on that or this year on that generational run where, bro, I stopped. Well, I watched a couple clips here and there, but after this many years of watching Nick religiously, I'm out of it. I'm not into politics anymore. I don't even watch. I'm
Yeah,
capping out after 6 years. I think it's been 6 years, or no, since 2018. That's when I first saw him, right? Since 2018, I watched. I kept up, and I would go away for a couple weeks and come back and whatever. But I would even consider myself like I know the whole lore. But after this generational run with Piers Morgan, something in my heart said not doing politics anymore. I don't know what the fuck happened to me, but I stopped watching all of it. I still watch a 10-minute clip of Nick every day for just to catch up with things, but I'm totally out of politics and I feel so fucking good, man. Like I feel like holy shit is that draining. You don't realize till you stop. Bro, I'd rather watch Roblox right now than politics. I think it all stems with I think it all starts with Trump starting that war with Iran. I think I'm like, yeah, this is where I check
yeah.
out. This is
Well,
getting gay as fuck.
I think you're like speaking to something that a lot of people that have particularly like been watching Nick or engaging with this side of things for like a significant amount of time. Whereas like so
I think I was
many,
just wait.
so
I think deep down, you see him. I see him like as a brother. All I've ever wanted for is deep down. It was like a personal thing, not even a political thing. It's like I just wanted to see Nick mainstream because I felt like
yeah,
he
you're like
did.
fighting for his
You're
success, and then he
fighting for
makes
his
it.
success
Yeah,
because he deserves the mainstream. Soon as he becomes mainstream, I don't give a shit. I feel like I've done what I was supposed to do. I can finally, and it was the weirdest feeling because I'm like, why did I go that hard for like, just, like no human has ever gone that hard for me. And I remember thinking, I'm like, I've never in my life followed maybe Star Wars or something like that, but I've never followed something that closely. And as soon as Nick became mainstream, I realized, wow, this whole time I thought I was supporting Nick because of his political positions aligning with mine. That's not the reason. I was supporting Nick because I saw him like a friend. You know how you bond with someone when you watch them enough? And I'm like, holy shit, that experience my audience has with Zherka, you know how they love me, support me. I had that with someone, you know, I can't think of any, it's not, didn't have with Sneako, didn't have, but with Nick, I was like, holy shit. I rode till the wheels burnt off. Soon as he becomes mainstream, I thought it was the war with Iran and stuff. And I'm like, oh shit, this is like when the bird flies away, you know, like it's
Well,
over.
I think you're what you're like getting at in a major way is like you sort of realize like if you've watched Nick for long enough that like the powers that be are there and they're there regardless, and ultimately it's going to be like it's a small group of people that are truly going to like change the world in like internally that are going to like enact policy that like matters on like a political level, right? So like
But I'm saying, did you
well
ever
we
feel like
like
did you
yes,
ever
yeah.
did you ever feel like you supported Nick more than the fucking politics? Just Nick as a
Absolutely.
person. Like
Yes.
when
Yeah.
Nick talks about his mom and dad having cancer, you start to really get angry with Piers Morgan. And to me, I'm like, I had no idea how personal it was for me. But man, let me tell you this. It sounds like, I'm off that train. Bro, politics is the worst thing you can get into long term. Like, sure, Nick's getting paid from it. We're not, you know. I'm not getting paid to do political. So this idea where it's like, holy shit, my life's gonna be about politics. It's like, dude, that was the biggest fucking sham. I mean, thank God Nick is funny and I can see him as comedy as well. But holy fuck, message to the youth. You're in a fucking 10-year war with Iran. Nothing any of us did worked. Everything we did backfired. We failed miserably. MAGA has never looked more pathetic. It's over in so many different ways I can't explain. And bro, I am not holding it. I'm not going to hold a grudge against Trump. I'm just going to say I'm not tuning in anymore. But Dalton, you've been there since Cozy TV. Are you telling me you're still fucking dedicated to the cause? It's like, bro, your country's
Well,
in a
I'm
war with Iran. It's
yes.
over.
I'm
You've
I'm I'm
lost.
I'm not dedicated. Like I'm not
Are
seeking.
you MAGA? Would you consider yourself MAGA right
No.
now?
God, no. Of course.
Yeah, okay.
Of course not. I
Because
think like
you see how many Groiper
Zerka,
comments?
I will
This is what
always
blows me
support
away about
Nick.
Groipers. There's a
Yeah.
lot of
Yeah.
Groipers that are still MAGA. You see that shit?
Yeah. Yeah. I have. Yeah. It's
What
insane
is
because
that
they're
about?
well because they come a lot of these guys are new, right? So they're like they don't really understand the dynamic and they don't have like they have a fundamental misunderstanding of like what it means to like fight for truth and
But it's
honesty.
over. It's all over, Dalton. The next Nick can do his show for the next 3 years. Nothing's gonna change. It's over. It's finished. Everything
Do you
is
think
done.
so?
It's over. Yes, I said it's imagine Desert Storm starts and you say, "Oh, I'm gonna keep fighting." It's like, bro, you're in Desert Storm. It's over. What do you mean you're gonna? How are you gonna stop Desert Storm? But it's the new Desert Storm with Iran. It's everything I did for the last 6 years. It had the opposite effect. All the tweets I made, all the political, everything I did. And I really do feel for me, Myra, Nick, bro, we look like a bunch of fucking idiots right now. Like everything we did led to the opposite outcome.
What
What
you
the
mean
fuck?
because you mean for like fighting for Trump early on and stuff?
Imagine we were pro Biden. That would have had a better outcome than this. You
Well,
know?
yeah, I mean, I think this is how most young men feel, and I think that it's a rational feeling, and it's the right way to feel if you are not, if you're not involved. That's I think like the normal response, right? Because if you're like a staffer for a congressman, you might have
But
some
would you,
hump in his
Dalton,
like
would you
interest.
blame? Like, if you look at history, would you blame someone like Nick, Zerka, Myron? Technically, you can blame us because everything, all the hundreds of thousands of viewers and all that stuff we did to call out the Jewish world order just made Jews stronger. Like,
No, no,
you know
I
someone
wouldn't
named
blame
Adam Green?
Zerka.
You know
Of
Adam
course,
Green?
yes, of course.
Adam Green had a guy on his show who said the more you call out the Jews, the more powerful they become. I forgot who it was, but Adam Green had someone, and I remember thinking about that. I'm like, imagine if that's real. Like, the more you hate on the Jews, the more powerful they become. It's true. It's literally in the Matrix. It's true. So if you ever want to see who got us into this mess, bro, the MAGA got us into this mess. It turns out Destiny was right. That fucking
I don't know about
the
that.
blue hair
I
guy,
don't.
Destiny was the
No,
good
no,
guy
no.
the
I don't
whole
know.
time.
No, 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 no,
We're
no.
the Sith.
I don't
We're
know
the
about that.
Sith. Dude.
I'm pushing back on that. That's crazy.
Now we are the Sith.
I would say, like, I think first of all, you're not to blame, right? Because in your faith, right, people can be like a child is not necessarily going to be punished by God because he steals a cookie or something like that, because the child doesn't know any better, right? So people on earth, you're going to be deceived in ways that you cannot even possibly comprehend.
Yeah, but were we
And
deceived, or maybe we're just the bad guys?
well,
Maybe have you ever thought that
I like
we're
to think that we're
what
the
if
bad
we're
guys in
the
a fun
bad what
way.
if everyone with the red hat is just the bad guy?
At this point, they certainly are. Yeah, I would say so. I
We
think,
have
like,
blood. We
if
have blood on our hands, dude.
no, dude, you're out.
Yes, we do.
You're
We
tripping.
have you supported on Cozy. I
No,
don't
you
think I know a channel on earth that supported Nick more than me, and it all led to this. Nick, Myron,
you
Zherka,
don't think that there's
Dalton
going to
have
be,
blood on our
dude?
hands. Do
Don't
we
put me
have
on there,
blood on
bro.
our?
I'm
And
good.
now I under. You know when Scripture says, "Lead with love, do not hate." The more we hated on the Jews, the more blood we got on our hands. It's like, dude, we were supposed to lead with love, man.
I mean, do you not think that we've, like, I mean, at least like our side of things has done that largely, like
No,
Nick
we
in
should have hugged
particular?
these Jews. We should have hugged these Jews, bro. They just wanted some hugs.
Well, yeah, I mean, I do agree with you there in a way, like they do like thrive off
Like
of
Dalton,
being
I'll
hated.
say that. I'll say this: every single time we choose to walk away from Scripture to do the political thing, we get raped in the ass. Humans have a choice. Do you want to follow Scripture, or do you want the political answer? The political answer is own the lib. No, let's not own the lib. Let's ask them, why are you cutting your dick off, bro? Why are you? We love you. Why are you trying to cut your? Why are we not going to trannies and saying we love you?
Well, yeah, I
Why
mean,
are we telling?
why? I mean, like you.
Why did we own the libs?
Well,
Why
yes,
was that?
this
What,
was the beginning
dude?
of
I'm telling you, when we pay for our sins, we're all gonna regret owning the libs,
yeah.
right?
Well,
Jesus
that
Christ is
was the
gonna look.
creation.
Jesus Christ is gonna say to all of us, every right winger, he's gonna say, "Why don't you just hug the person cutting their dick off?" That's what Jesus Christ is gonna. Bro, we fucked up. We didn't wash no one's feet. We are gonna burn in hell. We have blood on our hands. And bro, it's like I'm too old to blame it on boomers, man. You guys can do that, but no,
Well,
I
no,
think I'm
but
gonna
you're
take
Zherka,
responsibility.
like you're the 2016, 2015, all that, like the shock jock crap that we were doing, like inciting the debates and constantly antagonizing people. That was, I mean, think about how damaging that was long term to culture and like social cohesion. People, and this was like, I mean, it's on the left too. It's not just on like the MAGA Republican types or whatever. People could not exist in the same family together peacefully. They could not have family dinners
Yeah, but
together.
just like how you said the child is not guilty, I don't blame the left because they are like children. It is
That,
our
yeah,
fault.
I mean, yeah, that's probably fair. But I think a
And
lot
if
of,
the
I
red
mean, dude,
hats are
but we
more
were too. I mean,
conscious.
I was 16, I was 15, when Trump announced.
Oh, come on. You're not going to use that excuse, bro.
I
You
was a
have blood on your
baby. I was just a
hands.
little
You have
baby, dude.
blood on your hands, dude.
Babies can't have blood on their hands unless they're being
Dude,
killed by
you weren't a baby.
Jews.
Iran started this year. You have Iranian blood on your hands, man. You, me,
Then Sneako's gonna be
Myron.
pissed.
Well, Sneako's just pure evil. First of all, like, who
I
the
know,
fuck is Sneako?
dude. He really
He's
is.
literally, dude. When you look at Sneako, you see a human
Dude, I'm
who.
shocked.
And I'm telling you, if Sneako got into power today, he would cut all of our heads off. Like, I think he's that kind of a person.
Yeah, yeah, he probably is.
Like he
I mean,
would
I always
cut
got like a
Nick's
weird
head off.
vibe from him. I met him at AFPAC, and I always like, I don't know, something was off. He didn't like seem very cordial. Like you know when you look at someone and you can sort of see that like something is wrong. Like maybe I don't know if it's
I've never hung out with Sneako one on one. It's always been around bitches. Like he likes women a lot,
yeah.
and I guess that's straight.
He's a
But
big fornicator.
I could imagine hanging out with Sneako one on one, and I could just imagine his gayness flaring. Like he just looks like he's always under a lot of pressure, right?
Yeah, he's like overcompensating with the pussy.
Yeah, well, it's good when there's girls around. He acts normal, but I could just imagine him being very angsty, and so I
Yes,
never
yeah,
hung
that
out with
dude.
him. Well, I
That's spot
people
on.
say, "How
Yeah,
the fuck you spend that much time with Sneeko and never one on one, unless there's a chat or whatever?" But I'm like, bro, people with high angst levels, I'll never chill with them one on one, like never. Like if you cannot be comfortable in your own skin, I'll see you at parties, but I'm not gonna hang out with you and stuff. And he just looks like he's under immense pressure to become a jihadi, like immense.
he literally is. On like his audience capture is crazy.
Yeah, I'll say Sneeko got snaked by Andrew Tate. You know, Andrew Tate made him a Muslim. Andrew
Dude,
Tate
Andrew Tate
made
made him
him
a
a
Muslim and then
fucking
dropped him off
Muslim.
at the corner and like
Yo,
left.
Andrew Tate made him a Muslim and then called him an idiot for becoming a Muslim. He has like the funniest
But
shit
weren't
that's
you
ever
telling
happened.
him? Weren't you like telling him like,
I
dude,
thought it
this
was a
like Tate's
joke, bro.
bad or
I
whatever?
never, I swear to God, when he was being a Muslim, I thought he was just going through a phase.
Yeah,
So
that's what
that's
I
why I let.
thought.
Yeah, I genuinely thought, oh, this guy likes to be laughed at. Yeah, we all like to be laughed at to some degree. So I genuinely thought it's like Zherka touched a tranny. It's funny to me when people laugh at me for stuff like that. I thought it's one of those things where it's like I don't want it in my memory, but it's still so funny that it happened. But bro, he became a real
Dude,
jihadi.
imagine he was doing it as a joke and then like he was so self conscious about it he like couldn't let go and now he's just like stuck
Yes.
that way. He like
Yeah,
knows he's going to hell
that's how
deep
the
down.
mind works. Yeah, that's how the mind works. The
He like
more
has to
people
live.
call the
He's just gonna live with the fact that he's like going to hell
It
forever.
started as a joke. The more people that called him a fake Muslim, the more he wanted to prove them wrong. So he becomes a real Muslim out of spite. And it's like, dude, I just got to say this. If you're an Arab, I think you should be a Muslim, right? I'm not those people who say come to Jesus Christ. If you're an Arab, you should be a Muslim. If you're a Buddhist, if you're a Chinese guy, Asian guy, whatever, you should be a Buddhist. But if you're Sneeko, you grew up Catholic and you go to Islam, you are a conflicted retard, bro.
Well,
You
bro,
are
he
a
was
fucking.
born conflicted. How many
Is there
races is
anything
he?
cooler than? Is there anything cooler than being raised Catholic? Like I wish I had that upbringing. I had none of that.
Yeah, me neither. Yeah, and
I
there's so
wish
much,
that would
you
be.
know, I had like a very like flippant like we go to church every now and then kind of thing. It wasn't like but that's like installed tradition, you know, and like
No, but
structure.
imagine as a kid going to traditional Latin mass.
That'd be sick.
You don't even know what's going on, and it feels awesome. Just
Yeah.
feels awesome. And I'm like, bro, Stico had that, and he replaces it for hello.
In New York, bro.
What?
Traditional Latin mass in New York as a kid. Like that's
Yeah, that must be fun as hell.
that's so
No,
cool.
Connecticut. He's from Connecticut. He's not from New York. I don't
Oh,
think it was New York. Yeah, he's from Connecticut. Yeah,
dude,
but he tells people.
dude, traditional Latin mass in Haiti would be so cool, dude.
To me, it's mind blowing. Your parents give you a layup, like they raise you Catholic, and which is funny. You look into most young guys who are raised Catholic; they always come out of it. So it's not really a layup if you start as a child. I would love that upbringing, though. I hate that I have to learn this stuff at the age of 26 years old. Like at 26, I got really into it, and it's like, holy shit, it would be so much fun if I had like a catechism classes and all that as a kid. I wish I had that layup. Some people are just lucky like that. Like imagine having a Catholic upbringing, running away from it for 10 years, and you come back to it and reawaken it as a nostalgic thing.
But
That would be the best fucking incarnation ever.
But maybe it is like a anxiety problem with him because he sort of has done that with like his career. I remember he put out that tweet talking about how he was going to distance himself from Nick and you know how it was like hurting his money and or his career and all this stuff. And it was like
Yeah,
and he like ran away from that and then he you know came back obviously because Nick started like getting popular and was blowing up
yeah.
everywhere.
I thought that was so funny that Nick let him back in. I thought it was like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Well, and then he was like, dude, how schizophrenic do you have to be to like sit there and think that like Nick is organizing the audience against you when you're like just an unlikable person?
Well, no, it's more like you're shitting on white people and Jesus nonstop
Yeah,
for
it's
two
yeah.
years, and Nick is watching the clips. And but Sneako is this weird. He's weird. He thinks you. He says to be his friend, you have to skip the parts where he makes fun of Jesus. That's he literally tell you that to his face. I remember him telling me that, and I'm like, well, I have to skip the parts where you sound like a fucking idiot. What do you mean I have to
Yeah, and then he
skip?
like
What are you
want
talking
and then
about?
he like wants us to like not make fun of
Well, it's even worse if you
Muhammad.
have an audience because he wants to convert my audience.
Yeah,
I was like, what
exactly.
the
Yeah, it's like an
fuck are you doing?
opportunity.
Yeah. And it's just sad because it's sad that, everyone thinks they have the right answer, but the truth is Jesus Christ is God. And it's not like none of these people are going to get punished for not knowing, right? That's not really how it works. But at the end, there will be a shame souls feel that like Zerka got it right. What? Zerka was just a coke guy. Like there 8 billion people are gonna be like, holy shit, and obviously on the other side, I'll be happy for them that they joined the Christ force. But on this side where I'm mischievous, these people are fucking retarded. Like, you really think God is not going to be perfect sacrificial love? You think God is going to be whatever Muslims say it is? Are you retarded? And how scary would that be if God didn't sacrifice himself for all the evil you've done? That would be a terrifying experience because then you're going through the Catholic ticket booth, and then you're going one by one through everything you've done. It's like, no, dude, you
Yeah,
want
and well, and
no.
Sneako's like literally living the life of someone who like had, like he took his um
Shahada.
yeah, dude, yeah. It's just it seems just so ridiculous, and like I wasn't taking it seriously, like how you said it, you thought it was like a joke, like I did too, and I think that's how a lot of people felt, or at least it was like over exaggerated, like he was like playing it up, but that's clearly not the case. The guy is like totally all in on this thing. Um, I don't know how real it is, I guess, is like my hiccup. Like I don't know if this is like I
I
saw
really don't
Bradley
know.
Martin. Bradley Martin was like he like thought that it was a grift like forever. Until like very recently. He was like, "Oh damn, like okay." He's like committed to like getting shit on all the time. And that's sort of how I feel still. And like I don't know.
I think I think it's over. I think you can close your eyes and imagine Sneeko in. First of all, the cool thing is a lot of people don't realize that these guys who become jihadis, there is a saving grace. Like, for example, if in 10 years Sneeko comes back to the Christianity, gets interested and feels it, you don't know how powerful that is when he's seen both sides, where he's been a jihadi and now he's a Christian again. That is a much stronger incarnation than someone just being a Christian their whole life. And I think that's going to happen to Sonny Faz. I don't know about Sneeko because he wants to turn into Malcolm X, but let's hope it goes that way because
Well,
holy
dude,
shit,
I mean, yeah, because he could like,
that would
when
be
you're,
awesome.
well, yeah, you're given a blessing of knowledge basically, and you can wield that. And especially because like he's sort of like he's really gone like so deep into it, and he's like I mean I guess he's taking it seriously in a sense where like he's like learning and like talking to all these people and like getting all the information
But
he
he's
possibly
learning
can.
BS, dude. He's
Yeah,
learning
no, he is,
BS.
he is, but like that's kind of like you're saying, like if he does come back to the church, he will easily be able to like identify that
But
in
but
other people,
but
that
why
bullshit.
would he come back to the
I
church?
don't think
That's
he
like Tom
would.
Tom Cruise isn't leaving Scientology because they do everything for him.
Yeah, he's too in. He's like,
Yeah.
yeah, it is like Tom Cruise in Scientology. He's like bought in
Yeah.
totally.
He is the Tom Cruise of the fucking
Sneako's the
streaming
Tom
world.
Cruise of Rumble.
Yeah. I thought he's on Kick. He's on Rumble.
I don't know where he is, but I don't watch him. What?
Dude, go watch the clip I posted of him, bro. He's talking about leaving this world. Like, what the fuck,
Dude,
man?
what?
He's talking about how to leave this world. Just pray 5 times a day. Why not six, bro? Why don't you
What the?
pray six? Why don't you pray 6 times a day? Why five?
They're
Why
so
are you
goofy.
why are you pussing out at five? I want to go fuck with some Muslims. Feel like actually I pray 20 times a day. You guys are pathetic. You guys are a joke.
Dude,
Oh
he's still
man,
wearing red too, huh? I thought that shit was done. I thought he was like not allowed to do that or something.
I don't know. Sneak will do 5 prayers and then he'll have sex with a stripper on her period. Like, what the fuck,
Ew, dude.
dude? Zherka, what should I do, bro? It's like, leave me alone, bro. You know, I always felt how strange it is when I was in Miami. I was like, how am I doing all these drugs with these whores? And I am not as like Sneak was telling me he's like deep throating some bitch till she throws up. And I'm like, how am I doing all these drugs and I'm not even 1% as degenerate as Sneako? He's dead sober. Well, when
Well,
he's not
bro,
on what the fuck? He's just
but
a
be real, but be
degenerate.
real.
Have you ever met someone who's a degenerate without drugs? That's who he is.
Well, I was
He's a
gonna say, like, but
degenerate.
like, think about it though. Like, cocaine. Like, I mean, I've
Bro,
done a
he
lot,
does anals and he does all this evil
but
shit that
what I, yeah,
you
but
could
you
give me
like,
all the
bro.
drugs on earth. I will never put my finger in a human being's asshole. That's satanic.
Well, I was gonna say because like it is like harder to get it up on blow. So like, maybe that's like, maybe it is like kind of a good thing.
And then what? He got leaked for doing drugs, and it's like this guy's a disaster, bro. This guy needs to chill. Sneeko needs therapy, man.
Yeah, he does. He needs to like level with his audience. He needs to just start being honest and just like cut all the bullshit. And
Well, he likes power. Have you noticed? It's all a power trip. It's always about power with this guy.
yeah. Well, listen, I wanted to tell you that I appreciate like everything that you've like done and said over the years, and I don't want to glaze you too much, but you know, you're one of the great. I think you're one
Thank
of
you,
the. I
Dalton.
think you're one of the greatest thinkers, like literally, of our generation. I think you're like like the godfather of the red pill in a major way. I think that you're like. It's unfortunate that it sort of got co-opted by all these like freaks that like don't
Yeah.
actually believe in anything. They're like soulless vessels of nonsense, and you're like actually, you know, you have consistently been a thinker, and you've been very wise, and I think that you know you've actually provided something even with all your flaws, which
Mm.
it takes a real man to not only acknowledge those but to like confront them. So I
Bro, I
appreciate you,
I
man.
appreciate that, Dalton, and I appreciate that you can put you shining a light on the red pill that hey, this has the Christ in it. It's not this Andrew Tate red pill. It's not what. Remember when Andrew Tate became a Muslim? What the fuck was that about, man? Like, what the fuck is going on? He became a
Wait,
Muslim.
was he not before?
Well, he took over the red pill and then he just bowed to Allah. And that's one of the worst things to ever happen in the online world. Like, how many young people? I think that I love getting those emails saying, "You're the only reason I'm a Christian, Zerka," because holy shit, this guy was making me want to join these temples. And it's like, we have enough jihadis on earth, bro. Like, we don't need any more jihadis.
It was a phase too. That whole thing was like a phase. All these guys became Muslim for like no reason.
It's a
It's
it's a
insane.
terrifying thing when you see someone with millions of followers. I mean, he said he bows to Allah, and then he went to like the casino with a bunch of whores, and I'm like, holy shit! That transparency thing that I do, I think that's like the greatest thing about me. But this whole idea of like one day I'm religious like Sneeko, and then the next day I'm fucking whores in the shadows. It's like these people are. You don't know how fucked up that makes you internally. These people
It's
are all.
sneaky, dude. It's
It is sneaky as
sneaky.
fuck. It's fucking.
Uh, I gotta go, but it was good
Yeah.
talking to you finally. I sent you a DM by the way a while back, but
All right, I'll check it out, but I
yeah.
appreciate that. And Gabriella, you're next. Don't fucking smiley face me. You're next, and then we'll have Jesus, which I don't like your parents. Your parents named you after Jesus, the Lord. That's weird. Why do Mexicans have balls to do
Bro,
that?
you
Like,
gotta
no, that's
respect
not
that.
fucking cool. That's not
You
cool at all.
gotta respect it.
How's that respect? Why would you ever name your son after God? That's just what are you doing? That's
Yeah,
crazy. What
bro.
are your parents thinking? Like, why do
Bro, it's
Mexicans
the
do that?
same shit as when people name people Muhammad.
No,
Nah,
it's
actually, never mind.
Muhammad's
Never
not
mind. Yeah, no,
God.
you're right. You're
What are
right.
you
Yeah, yeah,
talking
yeah,
about?
yeah. It's God. Yeah, it's
No,
different.
no.
Yeah, my
How the
bad.
fuck? Your parents are like
No,
those.
no, you're
No,
right.
no.
No,
Your parents are like those
I take it
kids.
back.
Your parents are those kids at the playground that only draw Exodia, and it's like, bro, what the fuck? You named your child Exodia? You can't name your child Exodia. What if I name my? What if I name my child?
Yo, that's like Elon Musk. No, yeah, yeah.
No,
I
that's
can't
like if
even.
I name my
Honestly, I
child
can't argue it.
Lord. You got to
I can't
name. You
argue
got to
it.
call my child Lord. It's only you fucking Mexicans do that, and it's like, what the hell, man?
Hey, but it comes with a big responsibility, though.
I mean,
It's a burden on me. It's
no,
a
no.
burden on me.
If you're gonna be named Jesus, at least get on more steroids. Get Jesus is a lot more
Nah, you're
muscular than that.
tripping,
But
bro. You're
come on,
tripping.
Jesus is more big.
Steroids was not fucking
No, but if
lifting.
you're gonna
Steroids was a
represent God, you
carpenter,
should be 260 pounds. Like you should be on
bro.
steroids if you're gonna represent God.
Jesus was more Mexican than anyone else because he was a
What?
carpenter.
What the
Think
hell?
about it.
All right, okay, careful
You
now.
got to respect that.
All right,
Low
well,
IQ take.
yeah, all right. I don't know about that, but
All right,
Gabriel,
why is this woman talking?
because she's here to fucking enlighten us. We finally have a woman on the call that's not Josie's dumbass. Like
Yeah, that's true. True,
Gabriela
true,
is also
true.
a Mexican. You should get along with her.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, she's kind of
Are you
she's a little
Mexican,
baddie, huh?
Gabriela?
No,
What
no,
are
of
you?
course not.
You look a little spick.
I am American, but my parents are Peruvian.
That
Oh,
is a
that's even
Mexican.
worse.
That's literally
Nah,
That is
Mexican.
that's
What
not.
the
that's bro.
fuck?
That's
That is
Peruvian.
You're a
Central America and
Mexican.
South America. Like,
Peruvian is like,
no, that is South America.
But what is the
Okay,
difference?
that's
It's like
you're
you
in
just
Central
steal a little,
America.
you steal less, right?
Well, not really.
Oh,
bro. They steal
they're
more,
they're corrupt, Peruvians?
The government.
Okay. And
and they're
Gabriela, you are you right wing, left wing? What are you? You're a liberal?
I am. I am right wing, but I'm a classic liberal, which is like a moderate left.
You're a classic liberal.
Yeah, you're a
What?
40-year-old yapping for like 10 hours. So I mean,
Okay,
just saying.
and Gabriela, why do you hate Nick Fuentes?
I just don't like race-based politics. I don't like people advocating for certain races in America. So
Okay,
that's
and
why I don't like them, especially.
do you have a white boyfriend?
Oh, here we go. Why is that the question? And no, I don't.
Dude, they're saying you have a white boyfriend.
Who's no? I don't.
Okay, do you have a
yo, Zherka. Do you
Peruvian?
think you're white?
Well, on the Wikipedia it says I'm white. Albanians are
No,
white.
no, no. I'm asking you though.
Yeah, I follow Wikipedia. I think I'm white, 100%.
Oh, so you follow like other people's
Well,
opinions?
here it's not even just Wikipedia. It's like, do white girls suck my dick? Yeah, 90% of the women that have sucked my dick are white. White women, if
Okay,
you
what about your dad?
if you look,
No,
you know
because your
how
dad's your leader.
there's a lot of
Your dad's
people.
your leader.
My
So
what?
what does your dad think he is?
My dad has green eyes.
I have green eyes as well. So
Do,
is he Mexican?
you don't have green eyes. Let me see. You don't look white. You look Mexican. Yeah,
Because I am
Mexicans aren't
Mexican.
white. You're not doing this where you're not white means European. Are you even from Europe?
Bro,
How are you
I'm
white? How
Mexican.
the fuck
I'm
are you
telling you, I'm
convincing
Mexican.
me?
I never said I was white. I'm just asking you.
Okay, are you all right? Are
Does your
you
dad think he's white?
Jesus? Are you European?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah,
What the
honestly,
fuck? No, you're
I did
not.
the ancestry shit,
What the fuck
and
is going?
it was telling me that I was like 50% Portuguese and like 20% Mexican. But
So
that
you're
doesn't matter
not
though.
European. I'm 100% European.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah. So how are you conflating the two things? You even
No, no,
get
I'm asking. I
yeah
never
yeah.
said I was white. I'm just asking you. Do you think you're white?
100% I think I'm white. Do I think that
Oh, okay.
I don't think I'm as white as an Irish person. I think there's higher levels of white for sure. And I'm not talking about like the soul is better because it's more white. I'm just saying there's levels to white. Like my favorite type of white people are the Dutch, like Kierkegaard, right? I love the Dutch. I like
I agree.
Germans are my favorite kind of whites. If I wanted to be around a good team of people, I would pick Germans. I wouldn't pick
I agree with you.
yeah, and I wouldn't pick Albanians or I get along with Mexicans, but I don't think we'd get anything done. And I don't know anything about Peruvians. Gabriela, how old are you?
24. Why?
Well, see, you're a liberal woman, right? So you get offended when I say that. Like, how
Oh
old are
no,
you?
I'm just
That's offensive.
asking.
Are you? Are you these? Look how many times you tweet about Nick. You hate Nick. You hate my people.
I
Like what
tweet
the
about a
fuck?
lot of people. I like tweet about like Harry season 2. Like
Okay, Gabriel,
I
why
tweet
don't you
under a
tell
lot
us?
of people.
Are white people the best people on earth?
I don't think any race is the best people on earth.
But like, imagine
There's
you
good
walk
people, there's
down.
bad people all over the world, and that
But
doesn't
like,
depend on
let's
how they
say
look on the
if you're
outside.
surrounded by a bunch of black guys in a dark alleyway, would you rather that or some German guys?
I don't really care. It depends on what area I'm walking in. If it's a dangerous area, well, any
Mm.
race would be
Nah,
dangerous.
you gotta be honest, Gabriella.
Well, I'm
Be
being
fully
honest.
honest.
I'm being 100%
Okay, what
honest.
about the 50% of the crime being done by black people?
That's just a number.
What the fuck is
Yo,
how?
Gabriella, are you
How
for
are
real
these? You know
Peruvian?
what's
Because
funny
you're
is
too pretty to be
these
Peruvian.
girls finish college and then they don't care about statistics. Like what the fuck?
Yeah, of course. Oh, look, this is a median, and this is how the world is because this is the median. Like, I just think that's very retarded.
But
How
The
Gabriela,
world
though?
doesn't work like that. It's like the
It
world
does
doesn't
work
work in
like that
medians.
though.
No, it's very
really? So
retarded.
you don't believe in stereotypes?
Oh, I do. Like a lot of Groypers have stereotypes of different people.
Like what's a great for stereotype?
Um,
Darling,
Crickets.
darling, you're cutting out. Fix your
I'm sorry,
Your Peruvian
but
microphone.
great. Well, what I said is that they believe that, let's say, all Mexicans are illegal.
Yeah.
That's fucking funny as fuck.
What did she say? What did she say?
She said all Mexicans are illegal. Like what?
And then did she stop talking or she got out?
No, she's just being shy. I don't know what's going on with her.
Gabriela, stop being shy because we actually beat on women here, okay? And she dropped out. See, we gotta stop going so hard on
I
see,
think we scared her.
it's Zherka and Jesus, bro. No one's gonna win. no one's gonna no one's gonna
Yeah,
fucking win.
my dad
Oh,
was
there she is.
falling.
There she is.
Your
Yeah,
dad
my
is
dad
here.
was
Let me
falling.
talk to your father.
No, my dad wouldn't want to talk to his space holder. He's a pastor.
Oh
Oh,
no
what?
way.
Put him
That's
on.
so how are you not
No,
religious?
I
Why are
said he
you a
was
fucking
calling.
why are you an atheist, Gabriela?
Who said that I'm an
I
atheist?
can hear it in your tone of voice. You don't go to church.
I do. I just sang actually.
Oh, that's kind of and how do we know you? Have you been on our stream before?
No, people just know me. I just go sometimes on spaces.
Okay. And you're half white, half Peruvian?
No, both of my parents were born in Peru, but they're American citizens, and I was born here, so that's why I'm American. But
And are
my
they
parents are Peru.
still are your parents still together?
My mother passed away in January, but yeah, they were together until the end.
Oh, my condolences. This year,
Thank you.
2026?
Yes.
Oh,
R.I.P.
wow. You definitely should be going to church. No, I'm serious. You definitely should be going to church because I talked about in that last spaces. There was a while back. I'm like, what do atheists do when they go through loss? Like, what genuinely? What does an
We
atheist do?
self isolate.
That's what they do. They self isolate when they go through a big tragedy. This is why I
So
hate.
she is an
Well, that's
atheist.
better. That's better. It's better than actually like being surrounded. I'll be like really honest by people who actually don't understand the pain that you're going through. And they want to feel that they have, empathy and that they want to help out when they can't even help their own life. So why should you surround yourself with that kind of people? It's better to self isolate and work on yourself. I
And
disagree with you.
Gabriela, was your father devastated?
My father tried everything to make my mom get better. She was in ICU. She got sick in October and she didn't make it far, but he did everything he could. He went against doctor's will and everything, but at the end of the day, I was like, she's still gonna pass, but yeah,
Gabriela,
he did everything. He loved her until the end.
and is
Well,
your father's a pastor? Did it strengthen his faith, or does he look more? Does it feel like he's like? Let's be honest. Anyone who goes through
no, my
that,
dad is a warrior. My dad is a
he's
warrior.
still strong in his
Oh,
faith.
my dad is standing. My dad just had an evangelistic program the whole week, this past 2 weeks.
Oh wow.
My dad is strong in his
See
faith.
that
Yeah.
chat. Listen to me, chat. That is who you are on earth to become. Her dad after being devastated is still preaching. That is Kierkegaard. That's exactly how your incarnation should go on earth, because none of you are going to go through your lives without going through tragedy. And you're going to remember my voice. You're going to be like, well, where do I go? What do I do now? You want to be like her dad. And I'm not saying this to just make people feel good, like on some gay feelings shit. I'm saying it strengthens the soul. It benefits you in afterlife as well, not just in this world. Read Steiner's work, go through Swedenborg's work, and you'll see you will be tested. Your faith will be tested. You cannot solidify. You cannot turn. Like, I'll be honest. You could say Zherka has a bunch of faith, but Zherka through a tragedy, anyone else feel like you could see me? I could get really evil really fast. Bro, Zherka through a tragedy will go Anakin. Gabriella, do you know who Anakin Skywalker is?
I do, but I haven't watched Star Wars.
What the fuck? What's wrong with you people? You don't watch Star Wars?
Well, but I do know the trajectory.
Basically, he loses someone he loves, his mom, and he starts murdering children. And it's not spoilers. It's like it is what it is. But a lot of people don't realize that this is why I double down so hard on faith, because it's like I am the most susceptible to going very evil through loss. And ever since a young age, dude, anytime I've gone through a tragedy, ever since a child, I remember losing even my best friend, 21 years old. I transformed into the biggest drug user in my city within weeks. I'm talking about cocaine, ecstasy, Molly. I morphed in front of everyone who loves me. And everyone in my family is like, yo, his whole face changed. You know how your face changes on drugs? And I'm a really extremely good looking guy. But holy shit, if one loss like that can do me in for 7 years of my life, man, what would Circa be without the Christ force? This is why I'm very pro religion, because there are some people who they're convinced atheism is it's the answer, and then they go through what Gabriella goes through, and dude, you don't have guardrails. You have nothing to hold on to. Maybe some people evolve further with that. Who knows? I feel bad for those people. I think those people need to hear us. And is there anything more badass than a pastor that gets strengthened through tragedy? Because that's rare too. There's a lot of pastors who don't even speak with conviction anymore. Their voice gets a little soft. They turn into little cuck bitches. And here's the sad thing is, Gabriella, how are you, like, you're in this world where you fit into the right wing so well, and you don't get along with Nick Fuentes. It just doesn't make any sense. Like, you're singing at church, like you're supposed to be pro. Nick is the Christian channel.
Well, he's not. He rage baits all day, talks smack about people, and literally advocates for hate-based, race-based identity politics, which is not Christian. Although, like, I wouldn't really judge people who aren't Christian, but I just judge people that root for evil, and I think that Nick is that kind of person.
And you don't like gay people? You called him gay?
No, I didn't. When did I say he was gay?
You tweeted something about him and it says gay over it. Do you not like
Oh
gay?
yeah, that's like an insult. That's a
What
regular insult.
the
It doesn't. You don't have to not like gay people to say, "Oh my God, you're so gay." I mean, if you
that's
think it's an insult, that's on you.
that is
Maybe
crazy.
you don't like gay
I,
people. I don't know. Why do you think saying gay is insultful? Explain.
well, I mean, there's a lot of gay people on earth who would find it insulting, but I'm saying, like, how are you a lady of the church and you're against let's be fair. Nick is the one
A white
Christian channel.
nationalist? Are you for
What's
real?
wrong with being a white nationalist? Be honest. What's wrong with it? Like, come on, let's be real.
America is a multiracial country. I wouldn't say multicultural because there's like a common culture that people have here, but it's a multiracial country. And to go against it is to advocate for hate-based
Well, it's
politics.
it's not. The founding fathers didn't talk about Indians.
Well, of course, you can like go back in history and
Wait, do
talk
you
about different
do you think?
countries.
Hold on. Do you think the founding fathers meant for America to become brown?
Well, America's not. It's like it's crazy because whenever you speak to like someone that's like a white supremacist, like, oh my god, the country's gonna get filled with Indians, with brown people. It doesn't work like that. It's not gonna happen if you have good immigration policy, which the country doesn't have.
But hasn't America made their own bed? Like it's a little too late. In 20 years, I'm pretty sure it's going to be majority foreigners.
Oh, there's a lot of people benefiting from the open border. There was a lot of people benefiting.
Yeah,
And
but
back
these
during the Obama's
who,
time, during Bush times, during let's say Bill Clinton's time, everyone was speaking about closing the border, like let's like, have good immigration policy, and they never did it. So who is it really benefiting? And Donald Trump never closed the southern border. It never got completely closed off. I think that's the main issue of like influx right now.
but you think the founding fathers actually were not talking about men of white stock as a
I
melting
think
pot?
I think they were speaking about principles, the principles of liberty,
No, they weren't
small
talking about
government.
Arabs and Indians coming over. What are you talking about?
No, but they were talking about principles, also assimilated to the principles of this country, to a common culture of liberty. And actually, Hayek, in his book Law, Liberty, and Legislation, speaks a lot about this and why it's necessary for liberty to have borders.
Uh, I feel like when you think of America, I
Now, if
guess
you want like Europe, like I don't know, I feel that Nick should probably go to Europe and advocate for his race-based identity politics over there because over there like you can at least find some sort of like justification for it, but over here, American, I don't think so. I think that's ridiculous. And he's also like of Mexican descent. Like
well, I mean, look, the more brown America gets, the more they're going to vote Democrat. Isn't that also a big no? Like that's a big issue, right?
the more what? Excuse me.
The more brown America gets, the more blue they're going to vote.
That is not true.
That is
Latin
100%
that
true.
is not true. Latin America is basically turning right wing right now. Chile's right wing, Argentina is right wing, Peru is probably going right wing right now. There's many Latin American countries that because people like they don't advocate on for things based on on my race based identity politics. It's more of like principles, and I do think that many people that do come to America come basing themselves on those principles
So
of liberty.
if you flood America with Mexicans, how are they going to vote?
If you flood, I don't think that flooding a country like that's like not how it really works. You don't assimilate by flooding people in. They basically first need to pass a test, and that's how it basically works. A civics test.
Have
They
you
need to go
been?
through like
Have you ever
different
been
types of.
to? Have you ever been to America? Do you live in America?
I do. I live in California.
Yeah, don't you think California has a little too many Mexicans
I don't look at that. I live in a nice, good area with good people.
with white people?
With good people. I said good people. I didn't say
Why is
black.
it
I said
majority white?
good people.
Is it majority white?
That is your own prejudice, but I
No,
have
I'm
no
asking.
idea. I
Is
don't.
your
I don't look at.
neighborhood?
I
Is
don't
your
look at
neighborhood
people.
when you look at people
My
driving by your
neighborhood is
neighborhood? Yes.
mixed. My neighborhood is mixed. I see people of all different racial features.
But don't you want to be in a white neighborhood?
No, I don't really care about that.
Really? What about Hollywood? What about when you see Hollywood? Don't you want Hollywood to be white, like Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise?
No, I don't really care about that.
Yes, you do. When you look at
As
Brad
long as
Pitt,
it's peaceful, that's
you
enough.
want Gabriella, you want to have sex with Brad Pitt.
No, that is weird.
What a
What a
liar. Yo,
weird
are
thing to
we gonna
say.
let you just lie on here? You
This
now
is an
Brad
old man. What a
what
weird
the
thing to
now
say.
Brad Pitt is not attractive?
I
You're a
didn't say he wasn't
racist.
attractive. I just said that I
He's more
wouldn't have
attractive
sex
than
with
a
a random
Mexican.
man.
Do you want Mario Lopez or Brad Pitt? Who do you want?
Benicio del Toro.
No, you cannot listen. Deep down, you want the white man, and you know it. Okay. You want Tom Cruise. You want Jack Sparrow. Who is that guy? That's who you want. Okay. You want these white men in Hollywood. You don't want to see.
I don't really mind, to be honest. I don't really care.
That just blows me away. That like white people do so much for the world, and then people like you just tear them down.
No one's tearing anyone down. I didn't said, oh my god, disgusting, gross. No, I just said that, I don't really mind. That's
Yeah,
it.
but it just feels like you're
Would
saying
I
that
advocate for like no, I didn't say that.
until you run into a Peruvian in a dark alleyway. Like- and then you're like, oh shit, maybe Zerka's right. It's like, do you want to be in a dark alleyway?
I actually wait, can you hear me?
Hmm.
I did medical school in Peru for 4 years, actually.
As a nurse?
So I do know. No, medical school. Medical.
You're a
Medicine.
doctor?
I did 4 years and I quit. But
You're
the
literally
culture is
becoming a
very different.
doctor and you quit to become an online racist? Like, what the fuck?
I am not a racist. I don't like race-based identity politics actually.
Yeah, but you're not
Doesn't
stand,
matter.
you don't
It
stand up
doesn't
for
matter if
white
it's
people.
white, if it's like pro BLM. I actually like was very against BLM um during the time.
Why? You don't
The
like
day became
now,
president.
now you don't like
No, because
black people?
I don't like race-based identity politics in general. It's not that I don't
What?
like, oh, it's like you don't like whites, you don't like
But
browns,
Gabriella,
you
have
don't
you
like
dated
blacks.
a
It doesn't
black
work like that.
man before? Have you dated a nigga?
No, I haven't.
That's crazy. Doesn't that kind of show that you're kind of biased? You've never even dated a
No, it
black guy.
doesn't.
You've been
Doesn't
afraid
because
of
I
black.
haven't met many.
You haven't met many, really, in California.
Yeah.
You haven't. I'm sure you've met plenty. You just said no to them.
No, I actually haven't. This is interesting.
Would you date a nigga?
If there's compatibility, of course. If there's no compatibility, why would I?
Why you? Chad, you know what's funny is you'd think I thought she would interrupt me, like, why are you saying that word? But she's like going with it. It's kind of funny. Would you date a nigga? That's okay. Gabriel, wait, Gabriel, do you know who we are? Do you know who Dark Maga is and Zerka's Groipers?
I just know you fell off.
No, what the fuck? Listen, we need to bomb Peru, okay? That's what's gonna happen. I don't even know where Peru is on the map. Explain to me, what are you guys known for? You guys dance?
Dude.
What is Peru known for? Tell me about your
Food.
genetics.
It's the number one country in the world for food.
Let me Google this. All right, Peruvian food. What is it? Tacos?
I thought you were cultured. Weren't you like the best thinker in the world according to Dalton? This sounds like someone who doesn't know what culture,
I,
but whatever.
Gabriela, I'm telling you right now, I am a genius. I could keep you safe. All you have to remember is the darker the skin, the more dangerous the alleyway. Like that, I'm trying to save your
No, no,
life.
no, 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 no,
I'm
no.
trying. Do you have a professional job, or is that why you have to say no? Or
No, no, but I just think that it's depending on where you're walking at and where you're at,
what?
where
What?
those
what
kind of crimes happen.
if you're in
If you're at a
Chicago?
dangerous place, if you're at a dangerous place,
If you're
anyone
in
of any color
Chicago,
can actually like do things to you in the alleyway.
what about in Chicago? Like, is it going to be black guys?
I've never been to Chicago, but if it's dangerous, it doesn't really matter the race. You don't walk there.
Okay, Mike, ask her some questions. We have a black man here to speak with you tonight, Gabriela. Go ahead, Mike.
He's gonna run into Chief Keef.
What the fuck? Mike, ask her what you need to ask her.
Do you like niggas? Oh, she said she did.
Yeah, she's a fan. But Mike, why don't you
I
send
like
her
everyone.
Gabriela, with the last guy you dated, was he black? No, right?
How black? Like,
No,
Yeah, she's
there's
never
no.
dated a black guy in California. Clearly she's racist, right?
No, that is not true. It has nothing to do with like
seems
it.
like you're
No, I've
racist.
never dated a
Has
black
nothing to
chick
do with
either.
that.
I'm on the same boat. All right.
You are racist.
I feel like racism is healthy in a weird way where it's like I like the fact that, when I want to do a group project, I hire white people and I get my money's worth. You know what I mean? It helps me in life.
Yeah, black guy is gonna scam you, bro.
Yeah, it's
He's
like,
gonna
well, am I going to hire an
he's gonna run off
Albanian?
with the
I'm going to
money.
hire a German. I'm going to hire a German guy, not an Albanian white man. There's levels to this whiteness.
What are you? Are you Albanian?
Yeah, 100%. Gabriel, I
Yeah,
thought you knew who I was. You don't even
No,
know who I am?
I just know you fell off. That's what I think.
Who sent
You're-
this girl,
I just
bro?
know that you're a 40-year-old unk who fell off and yaps on spaces now. That's like all I got to
And I'm
tell you.
rich. Don't forget that I'm rich.
yo, she likes you,
Okay.
bro. Gabriella, you
I
like
like her too. She reminds me of someone. But Gabriella, you know why I can't hit on you? Anyone who goes through a tragedy, I stop joking. Like I leave you guys alone. I think the most evil thing you can do is try and pick up a woman when they're going through it. I think that comes with some horrific karma. But Gabriella, what I love most about you, and I've been telling guys this all the time, you kind of more liberal types of women that defend races and all that, I think you guys are better human beings than right wing conservative girls. Right wing conservative e girls are literal fucking whores. Bro, they will fuck 1,000 dudes at a fucking right wing convention. I push my audience towards meeting liberal women. I think it is a shame that you're Peruvian. That means you have some darkness to your soul, right? You have some evil you have to work through. But I think you're still a better person than what are these right wing e girls doing? They're literally having sex with Elijah Schaefer. You know Elijah?
What,
Oh yeah. Oh
Gabriel?
yes.
What exactly is a right wing liberal? Isn't that kind of like a born again fucking virgin whore?
That's funny.
Yeah.
No, it's actually someone who advocates for small government. It's basically classic liberalism, but I say it's right wing liberalism
What
because
does that
that's what
even
it's in
mean?
essence. Classic
Mm,
liberalism, moderate,
yeah,
moderate
Yes.
right wing people.
yeah. The only thing you need
Small
to know is
government,
repeal
freedom, no
19 and
censorship.
make me a fucking sandwich.
Mm,
Damn. Gabriela, how
just
does
40
Yeah.
that
year
Well,
make you
olds.
How about Jews?
feel?
Gabriella, you like Jews?
I think he's like a 40-year-old uncle who just wants to rage bait.
no, I'm not. I don't. Actually, I'm just
No, I'm
over
kidding.
here in my balcony smoking a joint. I see fucking Zherka having a space, so I felt like being entertained.
First of all, Gary, Gabriella is literally someone very, very close to me. I need you to be respectful to her, okay?
Okay, okay.
I,
I
I,
mean, right wing liberal. I mean,
but Gary, you
Zerka,
know
I
how
never
women
expect you to be
are.
around a virgin. I never expect you to be around a virgin, so it's
All
not
right,
an
you know
insult
what?
what I
But let's just
said.
go. Let's just go there, Gary. All right, Gabriella, when is your birthday?
July. Why?
July what? Give us the full date. We want to know the numerology.
Oh no, this is not good.
What? It's you. Are you a
Yeah.
dragon? Are you
Isn't
born in the
like
year of the dragon?
now
Booker
it's
Zerka.
She's what?
July 24.
Oh, that's a six.
But,
Yo,
She got a six, Gary. She's great. She's
uh,
awesome. She's got a six.
I don't know about great or awesome. What year?
2001.
Oh, she's a snake. All right. Well,
No, wait. What does that mean?
yeah.
Twin
She's
Towers.
a
Wait. I don't.
she's a seven snake. So I guess she's not a dumb broad after
You
all.
gotta knock
Oh my
those
gosh,
towers
she's
down.
huge. You're a seven snake. What are the chances of that? What the hell?
I'm a 33 snake. Get it right.
No, you have a seven too.
I'm born on the seven. That doesn't make me a seven, Zerka. So you already forgot all the basics.
So wait a minute. She's a snake, and snakes are the most evil in the whole chart. Like,
Ah,
yes, they are.
stop. Actually, the only sign that's never betrayed me is someone born in the year of the snake.
Because
My
you're a
most loyal
snake. You're
soldiers,
literally a
W?
snake.
my most loyal soldiers are snakes. Why do you think they fucking say it's always snake, snake, snake? It's always the complete opposite. You understand what I'm trying to say?
No,
So if they're
it's
saying
not.
snakes, they're
You
actually
only
snakes.
Gary. You only like snakes because you're a snake.
I actually don't like snakes. I only like myself. But I'm just telling you the
But
truth.
you,
They're
I've
not disloyal.
Gary. I
They're
Biased.
not
don't.
disloyal.
Gary, you're biased,
They're
bro.
just vengeful, Zerka. They're not
Yeah, yeah.
disloyal. They're
No,
very
Gabriella
vengeful.
doesn't. She doesn't look like she'd cheat on you, but she looks like she'll fuck your life up. You know.
She looks like she'll slit your throat.
Yeah, yeah. It has a. I thought it was the Peruvian, but yeah, the snake energy for sure. And doesn't that six mean she's trying to get pregnant?
It means that without a family, she'll never truly be happy.
Yeah, I mean,
Does the same go for you?
yeah,
Damn.
I have a
Gabriella. Like,
family.
why, Gabriella? Why have you not had any children yet? Like, what's wrong with you?
I've never thought about that actually. To be
Wrong with
Zerka, I
you?
got a
No,
better
I don't.
question. I got a
I
better
genuinely
question.
don't get it. If I was a woman, I would get really bored. I would just want kids. Like, I don't want kids because I'm a
Uh,
man. But if I was a woman, I think I'd want kids, right?
Gabrielle, I got a better question. How many abortions have you had?
What
Mm,
the
weird.
fuck? What the fuck
What
is
a
going on?
weird thing to ask.
What a crazy thing to ask, bro. Gary, come on. I've known her since I was 5 years old. Like, what are you doing, bro?
Have you?
Yeah, this is an old time friend.
Well, wait a second. If you known her since you were
You've had
five
her
years
when you was
old, you're
five,
born in
man.
'94. Well, what's going on? You living up to your reputation, Pimp?
Shut the fuck. Dude, yo, what the fuck is wrong with you, dude? What the hell? No. 2001, 94 isn't that off. What are you talking about?
7 years. You said 5 years old. She wasn't even born yet. What are you talking about with this?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're gonna incriminate a 5-year-old? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Hey, that's what. Well, I mean, listen. Under Sharia law, you wouldn't be fucking incriminated.
No, how would
No,
a
it's amazing.
come on? How's a
You know what
5-year-old?
amazes me, Zerka?
Whoa.
You know what amazes me, Zerka?
Uh,
These Muslims keep talking about the Epstein list while their fucking prophet married a 6-year-old. This shit's crazy to me. Like I always
yeah,
tell the Muslims, you need to sit this one out.
yeah, yeah. They gotta sit down now. It's like, they're not the most self-aware crowd, right? They don't really
No,
self-reflect.
no, they aren't.
Yeah,
I have noticed that the Muslims, I mean, in all honesty, the Muslims who are in the Middle East who are doing well, they're pretty base people. They're not looking for no fucking smoke. It's the sneakos of the world and the reverts who turned to Islam after Andrew Tate fucking got them all to fucking taste on that fucking Islamic titty. Those are the ones who are causing problems, praying in the streets. I mean, you know what's crazy? First,
Mhm.
they when me and you were talking about that tiger, we were just bad people. Then it was Tate. Then it was Fresh. Then it was Nick. At some point, you got to ask yourself the same questions that the Groypers say. You've been kicked out of 109 countries. When does it actually become your fault?
Yeah,
Same thing with that Tiger guy, man. Every single time he beefs with somebody, he's just such a horrible fucking person that he would take his friends and fucking throw them under the bus for content. I never remember you doing that. Like even when me
yeah,
and you were
yeah,
beefing, the worst you would say about me is, "Oh, don't trust Gary. He's a Mason." But you honestly
yeah,
do shit like that for to try to get some clout and shit like that. You're not fucking being serious. But
yeah.
this guy's fucking serious. And then when Nick claps back, he starts fucking crying.
Yeah,
Sensitive little bitch.
I think that Sneeko he has some things he has to work on, and I think it's the first time I'll recommend he sees a therapist. I think he needs a therapist for sure.
It's the homosexuality in his past, bro. No, that's what it is. Here's the
yeah,
thing. You
yeah,
can't wipe anything off the internet. You can't wipe anything off the internet. And if you go to the Time Back Machine, there's a website called the Time Back Machine, and you
yeah.
look at some website Sneeko was on in 2014, you're going to see some disgusting ass haram shit.
What are
I'm
you
not
gonna
going to
see,
say
What was he
Gary?
anything else.
doing?
No, just
What
tell
Yeah,
us
what was
now.
he
You
doing?
already opened the fucking can of worms. What did he see?
some homosexual shit, bro.
Like
Listen,
what? What was he doing?
listen. I don't think. By the way, I don't. My heart doesn't think Sneako's gay. Like, I don't think he's gay at all.
He definitely was. He definitely was when he was. He definitely was, bro. And then that's why I think he became a Muslim. Other than fanboying Andrew Tate, I think he became a Muslim because he deeply regrets what he does. But think about the way he acts. He acts just like a homosexual. This is how homosexuals act.
Why are you saying it like that? He acts like a homosexual. It's like, are you being serious, Gary?
I'm being dead serious, bro. I told you about this shit a while ago, bro. Now that he is such a piece of fucking crap after Fresh gets him a $1.8 million fucking Rumble deal and then he fucking starts throwing Fresh under the bus. At that point, that's when I fucking just exploded and went off on him. I was always quiet. Remember, I was the peacemaker between you guys. I
Yeah.
never fucking went on him. I was always the peacemaker. Yo, Zherka, Sneako, you guys are a great combo. Work together, do the podcast
Hell
together,
no.
all this other
I'll
shit.
tell you this, bro. Hell no. Like, bro, I forgave Sneeko a million times, but bro, being in the same room as that guy, there's dark, evil forces in his auric field. Like he has darkness to him. Sneeko has evil in him. Like, I don't know
That
what the
that
fuck that is.
No, that's what happens when you have a homosexual. You have demons and jinn attached to you. That's what it is, bro. Once you become a whore, you can't become a virgin again.
Is not
Once
Nick
you
also
start
a
sucking
homo?
dick, you can't do anything again. No,
Uh,
he's definitely a homo.
yo, come
He's
on.
definitely a
That's my
homo,
boy. What are you guys doing?
bro. I saw him in Brickell. I fucking went after him right away. He started talking shit to me. He's thinking I'm just gonna sit there and do nothing. No, I went right after him.
Who
No,
went
he
after
pressed you,
Sneeko?
Gary. He pressed you.
Yeah, I was having a lunch with Fresh at Moxie's, and he's over there streaming with Fishback, and Fishback, he's good with us. He's like, "What's up?" And then Sneeko starts fucking seeing a clip moment, starts talking shit to Fresh. You're not gonna be talking shit to Fresh with me around.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah.
It
Well,
is what it is. Anyways, where you at nowadays? You still in fucking Brazil, nigga?
no, I did Argentina, I did Brazil, and now I'm staying in Colombia with my YouTuber buddies. And dude, this place is I don't recommend these poor countries for regular people, but if you have like a narcissism disorder and you like people coming up to you, and maybe nobody comes up to Gary, but I'm saying if you're a Zherka incarnation, this place is so much fun, and it's like the amount of women and attention. It's like it's enough to make your head spin. So I've been here a month, and I think I'll stay longer. And I think this is one of the greatest places on earth. These third world countries, man.
You live there. You live there like a king for 1,000 US, don't you, a month?
Well, I buy the more expensive shit, but for some reason, Gary, even the drugs are dirt cheap. Even the drugs, like
Oh,
what
you must be in heaven.
I've never in my life, I've never had a model bring me cocaine, and I'm like, what do I owe you? And she said, baby, you don't owe me anything, which is rare because they like money here a lot. And I'm like, whoa, what the fuck? And my buddy says, bro, don't be flattered that she brought you drugs because it's cheap as fuck. Google how much drugs are in Colombia, pure drugs. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
bro, I
cocaine.
don't, and Gary, I didn't even do the bag. Like you can tell in my voice, I'm very sober. I don't even do drugs out here. But just the idea that if you want to get lost in the sauce, it's so fucking cheap. Now let's look at Miami. How much do you pay? What do you pay? Like, Gary, you were paying like $100 a bag in Miami. That's
I'm,
crazy.
I mean, I don't take cocaine
Um,
and shit like that.
yes,
Never
you
have. But
do. Yes, you do, Gary.
come on,
That's
come
how
on,
you
come
thought
on,
of
Zerka. I smoke weed. I
that.
smoke weed, Zerka. That's it.
Yeah.
You've
No,
never
that
seen me
is
drink. You never see me do any drugs
yeah.
except
Bro, you
smoke.
gotta do
Yeah.
some
You
So
never
drugs.
you never see
it
me
is
do
it is
coke
what it
either.
is. But
You yeah.
well, I mean, listen,
You
listen.
gotta do some coke.
Colombia's a horse nation. So I mean, I think you should have fun there this year. Probably why you love it there. But be honest, where are the best looking women? Colombia, Brazil, or Argentina?
Okay, so the hottest woman I have ever met in my life, and I never think women are that attractive. Like I'm not throwing her on a pedestal, but the most beautiful woman I've ever picked up was recently in Brazil. So I think she's Brazilian, but she was really boring too. So that I'll deduct points there. But for some reason, I like Colombians better, Gary. Just because they're a little more ratchet, and for me, that's more cozy. You know what I mean? Like, I don't. I'll
They
say
need
it
to
like
have a
this, Gary. I've been up. I've been in the US, and dude, there's part of me that really misses my ratchet life. Ever since I made money, it's like things got sophisticated. The dinners turned to steak dinners. Things got boring really quickly. I jump into this third world and it's ratchet. Like even the Colombians here aren't enjoying it. But bro, when you miss ratchet life, and it's not like I'm fucking these bitches and stuff like that. I'm having my own world here. I'm not doing what these fucking gringos are doing. But this
You call them
idea,
gringos now?
yeah, right. No, bro, these Americans make us
This
look
nigga
bad.
got a civil.
Gary,
Yo,
Gary,
this nigga
Gary,
Zerka got a civil lady. He's calling
Gary,
them gringos now.
no, Gary, you wouldn't like them either. These guys are ugly with stains on their shirt, fat ass
Yeah,
losers who come here to pay for pussy. They make Americans look really bad, actually.
yeah, that's
You
bad.
know,
That's
I
bad.
look like an angel compared to these people, but I'll tell you this, Gary, holy shit. If you, I don't think you grew up in a ratchet, you didn't have a ratchet phase, Gary, so you don't know. There's nothing nostalgic for you here. But I had a very ratchet upbringing, and I loved it. And ever since I got successful, I started just doing suit and tie shit, and I fucking can't stand that. Like I miss being. I like third worlds a lot. I like the degeneracy. I like the ratchetness. It feels like I deserve it. I deserve to be in the dirt a bit. And I
Zerka,
can't explain that. Yeah.
Zerka, Zerka. I didn't even wear a suit for my wedding. The only person I ever wore a suit for was Donald Trump.
What the
That's it.
fuck, dude? That's the gayest
Nah,
shit
I
I've
won't wear a
ever.
suit. I won't wear a suit for a goddamn person, bro, except for Donald Trump.
And you still love Donald Trump taking you to war with Iran and shit.
I love it, love it, love it.
Man, you're such
Fucking
a boomer, dude.
take those sand niggers and fucking put them. Make sure they go see Allah. You know what I'm
What
saying?
the fuck?
Listen, let's be
Come
honest,
on,
man.
dude.
We're
Yeah.
we're empire here. We're empire. I know you're Canadian, but we are empire here
I
in America. At some point, we're taking Canada.
Bro,
We're
Zerka's
already
a
fucking
married
taking
man.
Cuba.
yeah,
We're
and
taking
Greenland.
Greenland.
Yeah,
This is
let's
all
go.
our shit. And this is not an attack on Iran. This is attack on China. China gets their oil from Iran. Who told China to sign the peace deal? Who told Iran to sign the peace deal? It was China. So China is our enemy. We're at war with China right now. It's a cold war. We're
Were
fucking
you always
attacking
were
their
you always pro
proxies.
war? You weren't always pro war.
I'm always pro fucking imperialism.
That's crazy. That's on your karma, bro.
I mean, listen, you can say this, but let's
Careful
say this.
time.
Zherka, if we don't do it, the Chinese will, and then your kids and our grandkids fucking grow up as
Were you
fucking
pro
slaves.
Desert Storm, Gary?
What's up?
Were you pro Desert Storm as well?
Well, when I was young, I didn't know any better, so I was against it. As I got older, I understood that
Oh,
the petrodollar system was the weapon of mass destruction, and Saddam started trading oil in euros, not dollars. So at that point, I was like,
yeah.
you know what, that was the right move. Because listen, I'm the most pro-American guy there is. I mean, one of the best
Yeah.
things about this year is Iran and Israel are getting fucked up. I think that's a fucking beautiful thing. You're basically fucking taking out two birds with one stone. Fucking wonderful. And America wins. As America controls Venezuela, listen, America went into Venezuela and snatched that nigga Maduro in 45 minutes, bro. 45 minutes they snatched him. The supreme leader was saying death to America under fucking President fucking Biden, under President Bush, under President fucking Carter. And then fucking Trump said, it's time for you to go see Allah. So, when it comes down to it, you have to be a bully sometimes, and America's a bully. I'm not going to apologize for it because someone's got to be number one. If we don't do it, someone else will.
Yeah, I know. I see what you're saying. It's just, it's crazy. So
It's
you're
unfortunate.
retroactively pro Desert Storm as well.
Yes, 100%.
That's cool.
I'm
That's interesting.
I'm with the American Empire. Listen, brother, you have money because you came to America, and America has a capitalistic system. If
Yeah.
Desert Storm didn't happen, that never would have happened.
I
That's
am
that's
the
what kills me
American.
about
Fuck yeah, I'm the
that's
American.
what kills me. That's what kills me about Sneako and all of these other guys. They're literally fucking millionaires in America, capitalist country, and then they're out there rooting for Iran. Listen, if you're like Myron and you say, "Listen, I'm against the war for this," no issues. That's your right as an American to be against anything. But if you're openly rooting for the enemy, you're a fucking traitor. It's time to fucking deport Sneako.
Yeah, listen, man. I love Sneeko, but I would deport him too because I just feel like, imagine he stops complaining. Maybe he'll be
Well,
happy in one of
I'll
those
just
trips.
I'll like chime in because I just think that all of these people that complain a lot about America and their parents were not born in America, like they wouldn't last 1 year in the foreign nation their parents were born in
Yeah,
because their culture is different. So
yeah.
it's like I feel that they should all get like exposed to the culture for 2 years and then come back to America and see if they want to like actually live there. I assert that like it's not gonna happen.
No, not 2 years. Send them away forever. How about that? Forever. And Gabriella, that's the right wing in you speaking. You're 100% right. Because let me tell you this. Every country on earth sucks the American dick, and they have no choice. They
Yep.
have to suck
Yep.
our dick. You have to
Fucking
suck our
right.
dick.
Coke
Every
on it.
one of you listening, if you're listening and you're against America, remember you have to suck our dick. There's no choice. There's no consent. You
Yes.
have to suck our dick. And I just
Swallow it too,
love.
motherfucker.
First of all, America saved my life, but it's more than that. It's more like America's the only place on earth you can go to and pop. I went there for 2 weeks, and everyone laughed at me. I said, "Yo, well, I'm gonna become famous here." And in 2 weeks, I even made Gary's career. Like Gary was a
Oh,
nobody
shut
in
up.
20. I made your
Shut
fucking
up.
bitch ass
Zherka,
nigga
Zherka.
career.
If
I
me
made
if
your
me and
life.
you go
I
on the
feed your
street,
kids.
I will
I
be
feed your
recognized way
children,
more than
Gary.
you,
I
Zherka.
feed your kids. Your kids
Oh
are
my
fed by
god, this
me.
guy, man. This
I
guy
cut
likes
the
to fucking
check,
flex.
nigga. You said you popped
Okay.
off in
I
2023. Gary,
you
why
must
did you
be
say
doing
you
that
popped
fucking
off in
Colombian
2023,
cocaine,
nigga?
nigga. You're doing that Colombian cocaine, nigga.
No,
That's what
I'm not.
you all
No,
fucked up.
no, I'm not,
Zherka,
bro.
if
I'm
me and you
sober. I
go in the
swear.
streets, I will be recognized more than you, flat out.
Yeah, but I made your career. You said that
I
last
didn't
space.
make my career.
You said you popped
Zherka,
off
I was popping off.
2023. You said you popped off
Zherka,
in
I was
2023.
popping off. I was popping off for 3-4 months before I even met you. What are you talking about, bro? I can show
Really?
you the Google Analytics.
I
I
don't.
was popping off. The only reason you actually did some content with me was because I was popping off. Cut the games, bro.
Really? I didn't even know who you were, bro. What are you talking about?
Well, I mean, you fucking came to my studio and we started working together. And I started managing you, and then you popped off. So I can say I fucking made your career, nigga.
I think Yassine told me to go to you. I think that's what happened.
Oh,
Who had a bigger
it was the
impact?
right move.
Well, you both fell off, so that's fine.
How did I fall
Gabriela,
off?
you never got
How
on.
did I
You got to
fall
get
off?
on before you start talking. You got to
You got a
hop
hop
on.
on.
You never got on, baby
Yo,
girl.
You got a hop
woman.
on dick.
I got 500,000 on Facebook. I got fucking accounts on IG, like three of
Wow,
them,
Unc.
over
Unc.
400,000. I got a 1 million TikTok. I got a 250,000 YouTube. I'm not even counting
I
my
got a
affiliate accounts.
6 inch.
Are you out of your fucking mind?
Then
Hell
why are you
yeah.
crashing out if it's not true?
Why am I crashing out? Because
Yo,
I quit
Gary.
farm, bitch. I quit
Gary.
farm, bitch.
Gary, would you physically attack her if you were in a room with her?
No, of course not. I
Why
would have my
not?
wife
Why are
do
you
it.
being a pussy,
I have
dude?
my wife do it.
So
I
you
have my
can't put
wife
your
do it.
hands on a woman now?
Oh no, she'll have to put. If she puts her hands on me
She's
first, then yeah,
Peruvian.
definitely.
It's legal. She's Peruvian. You're allowed to hit her.
Oh, then that I beat the. If it's legal, I beat the shit out of her.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, I always find it so interesting that immigrants beat their wives, but then they kind of get over it. Like they both talk it out after. In America, that's very illegal, right?
You notice their wives don't cheat either.
Yeah, yeah.
You know when,
I've always
yeah.
wondered. Look, I'm not promoting beating up a woman, but how come third world places get away with that so much and they strengthen their marriages? Like, explain that.
You know when Russia, Putin legalized domestic violence, he decriminalized it about 3 years ago, and divorces went down about 70%.
Is that true?
Yeah, I'm telling you, it is what it
'Cause
is, man.
I'm starting to think, Gary, it's a brotherly, sisterly thing, maybe. Like, you know how brothers and sisters fight, but they love each other?
Yeah, of course.
Maybe. Look, I'm not promoting it,
So
but maybe there's some romance in abuse. Am I
Did you
crazy?
ever have you ever seen the
as long as the
Barbara
other
Walters clip with Bruce Reynolds?
Yes, I have.
Yeah.
Yes.
Remember
It's
what
a
he
real
said? He
nigga.
said, with the open hand, not with the clenched fist.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
when you fight a man, you close the fist. You gotta, when a woman gets out of line and she keeps getting out of line,
You know what
imagine
I
this,
worry
Zherka.
about, Gary? I worry that you open hand her, you hit her, and all that transpires. But what if you like? Let's be honest. It could be exhilarating. That could really turn you on, and then you're addicted to beating the shit out of her. You know, like you gotta be care.
Wow.
Let's not pretend like it's not gonna be the best day of your life
I,
when you
I,
strike her down. Right?
I,
Like,
I think it only becomes addictive behavior if you're an alcoholic.
Hey, Gary, have you ever put hands on your wife?
I mean, not in the way she didn't want.
Okay, that's different. So you've never actually been a man and actually put your hands on a woman that's fucking
Bro,
going bad shit. Sometimes
bro,
they go
bro.
bad shit,
so you
bro.
never
Like these,
slapped
Listen,
her,
like
right?
these.
listen.
You let her attack
Zherka.
you.
Zherka, listen to me carefully.
Hit
I
me.
You have to
married a
slap her at
virgin.
least once,
She
bro.
she has no friends.
But she's
She has
never
no
gone
friends.
bad shit on you.
She has no friends. She only hangs out with the kids. She does exactly what I tell her, and she massages me 1 hour a day.
But so
Trust me,
you've
bro.
never
I'm
put your
good.
hands on a woman, Gary.
Of course I have.
Okay, so a different woman.
Of course,
Bro, you'll get
the
a better
ones who
massage if you slap her.
mouth off, the shit like that. Listen, if I'm in a relationship with you and you think you're gonna fucking make a fool out of me, you're gonna think again. I'm not gonna. I'm talking about shit when I was in my 20s and shit.
Mhm. And would you open palm just beat the shit out of them? Is that what you were doing?
For no reason, of course not.
No, I didn't say for no reason. For good reason.
I mean, for good reason. Listen, I think a woman
Is
is just like a child.
Gary, is there anything hotter than grabbing her fucking mouth? When you grab her fucking mouth and squeeze it, is there anything hotter than that? So you gotta be careful with this stuff. This is why I tell people you
You
gotta
you
love her,
you
bro. You
want you
gotta love
want
her.
you want
I'm
you want
saying,
to.
is there anything hotter than grabbing a woman by her mouth? You know, like have you ever shut the
Well,
fuck up, bitch?
I kind of prefer to do it by the hair, and then you can slowly guide them, back and forth. You know what I'm saying? So they get the fucking rotation right.
What the fuck? Gary, listen. What does that have to do with numerology? Like, Gabriella,
Well,
have you ever had? No,
that's
no. Hold on, Gary. Watch this. Gabriella, have you ever had a man grab you and physically harm you?
Physically hurt?
Harm you? Has a man ever like grabbed
Harm.
your face and said, "Gabriella, shut the fuck up. You're talking too much"?
Oh yeah, the police got involved.
Oh, you called the police. She is a liberal.
No,
What
no, I
Yo,
didn't call the
you're a
Yeah,
police.
she's a
fucking
He called the
policewoman.
liberal.
police.
You're a
I didn't call
fucking
the police. He
liberal.
did. He did. He
He
did. He
called the
did.
police.
I
What did
Hey,
you? What
he
did you
did.
beat him up?
hey,
No, I didn't. He left me outside, and I needed my car keys. It was 4 a.m., and I wasn't gonna sleep outside, so I broke the window to get my keys. And he goes, "Oh my god, she broke the window!" And he called the police, and well,
Oh, and
yeah.
he didn't see. Wouldn't you rather him just put hands on
I
you?
could have. I could have. I could. He put his hands on me, so I could have put him like
And he
I.
was
But
Mexican. He
he
was
had
like,
a very good career. And we were both under the influence, so I kind of understood it and didn't see him again. That's it.
okay, well, that's a little wholesome. I thought, was he a Mexican guy?
No, it was Spaniard.
He's a black. What is that?
Spaniard
Oh,
from Spain.
oh, white man.
Yeah.
Okay. Look at you, white man.
A,
Interesting.
a, a, a Spaniard is a high class Mexican.
The fuck, dude? What are you? They're way higher level. What are you talking about?
Taco talk.
Dude, Spaniards are the greatest people on earth, bro.
You think so? I thought white people are.
Well, Spaniards are white. What the
Zherka,
fuck?
They're white.
what degree of like
They look
voice
like
influence
sand
are
niggers to
you?
me.
I look like a
Yo, yo,
sand
yo,
nigga to people too.
you know what the history of Spain is. They were a Christian nation,
Yeah.
full of white people like France, and then they were run by certain people with you know what, and then those people got thrown out, and before they got thrown out, they opened the gate for the Moors, black Muslims to come in there, and for 700 years, the black Muslims raped the white women, and that's why the
So why are
Spanish
you using that language,
got a little
rape?
bit tan.
Why are you saying rape?
Because that's what they do. When they
No, no,
go in
look,
there, they
fucking
conquer
no.
you, they rap women.
No, okay, back then, look, fucking a slave doesn't mean it's rape. Back then, that no,
Ah!
I'm serious. That back then, no, back then, that's how relationships worked. Like you bought women back then. That's how it worked.
Zherka, you were born in the wrong century.
Dude, Gary, sometimes I wonder, I'm like, dude, let's be real. Like, if you could buy a slave, isn't that like, imagine you bought a hot ass slave? Isn't that like the greatest incarnation you can, this sounds a little demonic, but just the idea that you have to be friends with the girl you date, but there throughout most of history, you could buy the hottest woman in the market. Like, imagine saving all your money for the hottest woman in the market, and she has to literally work for you for 80 years. Is there anything I can't imagine a better incarnation than that. I'm like, dude, for thousands of years, dating was awesome. Like it was not well, maybe not if you're the woman, if you're the guy.
Zherka, you're glorifying being a plantation owner. You know what
Well,
happened, right?
no, no,
The
I'm
hottest
saying,
fucking girl.
Gary, what you have with your wife isn't as special as if, let's say, she was a slave you bought. That would be way more. No, I'm serious. That would be way more intimate. That would be so fucking intimate. People are like, "Oh, Zerka, you'll be whipping her." No, I won't. I'll be in love with her. I spend all my fucking life
I
money
mean,
on her. I'll be in love with her. What the fuck? Like, what
Zherka,
is wrong with people?
Zherka, number one, she already calls herself my slave, and number two, I bought her a Cartier bracelet today, so
Yeah,
she's
you
a well
spent
taken care
money.
of slave.
Actually, you spent more. By the time you die, you spent more on her than at buying 1,000 slaves. So you got the
Yeah,
worst kind of incarnation. I'm just saying, for thousands of years, your wife would be the hottest woman. Dude, even an average woman with the title, her title isn't boss woman or works at fucking Gucci or OnlyFans or whatever the fuck. Her title would be your slave. For thousands of years, that's got to be the hottest shit. I could fucking just jack off to that. That's got to be the most attractive relationship you could have. And we're born in modern times where we have to listen to her talk about fucking feminism. Like, bro, we got the
listen
worst.
to
No, I'm serious. Just like
that's
yo,
about the
Gary,
time I get by with
no,
Zherka
Gary.
when
Imagine
they talk about
you and
feminism.
your wife, Gary. You have to role play as her as your slave to come. But these niggas didn't even role play. They actually did it for real. That's so much more attractive than role play. That's like
So
role play. dude. I'm
So
telling you.
Zerka, we go back to the 1600s. Zerka, what's your lineup? You got a couple fucking Brazilians, a white girl, a Russian. You got like a nig. Like what do you got? What's your lineup
Okay.
consist of? If you can have slaves.
Oh, dude. I think. It's tough to say, but I like Latin women a lot. Like this South American section, I would conquer that. I would definitely get slaves from this area. And I would
He
want
talks
one.
about it so
I would want an
nonchalantly.
Albanian. I'd want Albanian kids still. So I'd want one Albanian just for the kids. But for the romance, oh, dude, it's got to be some like spick woman. It has to be a spick woman. Like, are you kidding me? That would be the crazy if I came in like Christopher Columbus with a fucking sword to her throat. That shit would be the craziest incarnation ever. And Gary, I replace all this for going on a date at Starbucks with a woman, and she doesn't know what's going on in my head. In my head, she's in shackles, and she's just drinking the Starbucks coffee, and it's just boring. I don't even want to date anymore. You know,
Yeah, I mean,
they
when you when
try
you
and
get
throw some.
money, just
They try and throw you that. Well, we can role play. I don't want to role play. I want to actually own you like a slave. Like it doesn't. It's like
yo
why?
yo yo yo.
Why
People
would we
out here think
choose?
Berserker's bullshit. He's not.
I'm not. No, and Gary, I don't. A lot of women will romanticize me, and they'll look at me with like googly eyes, and they'll be like, "He's being a comedian." I'm not being a comedian. Every male fantasy is this. Everyone in the comments say Zerka's not joking. This is real. Every guy with an anonymous account will back me up here. Like every real man will say, "JW, do you want to be born in a time where you can own a slave and not be an asshole? You'll fall in love with her too. It'll be more fair like that. It's even
Yeah.
hotter. It's even hotter if you don't fall in love with her.
So how many
That's so
women could
funny.
how many slave women can you fall in love with at one time, Zerka?
Oh, dude, I'm fucked up. I could do only one woman at a time. Dude, if I have one woman for life and I bought her from the market, dude, I'm like those guys. Ever since I was a kid, I'd play with one toy. Pause, no homo. But I will hyperfixate like an autistic person. And bro, Gary, that's fucked me up because let me tell you this, man. If you're a one woman kind of guy, you get fucked up by the world. The moment I said, "Oh, my nature is one woman at a time," I am not built for this world. As soon as I switched to 1,000 women at a time, all these bitches bowed to me. And I'm like, dude, my nature is so simpy. Like my nature is one at a time. Like Gary. Gary likes his wife, and that's it. But you people get shafted at the end. You get fucked over the hardest. It's like you got to play with the.
Zerka, if a beautiful woman was with you when you had no money, had absolutely nothing, and then you fucking made it big, you really gonna betray her?
Dude,
I
I
mean, come on, man.
abandoned the girl that was with me when I was broke. I abandoned the fuck out of her when I
That's
packed
cra-
out.
that's
I
that, that's
abandoned
crazy.
her.
That's
I've
crazy.
never in my life abandoned someone that hard. Where holy shit, I traumatized the fuck out of her. For years, she heard me say I'm gonna be famous. And so when it started happening, she's like, "Oh shit, he's actually leaving," and I disappeared. Like I completely, because in my head I knew she would. Like she wouldn't have, would she? Who knows if she would have stuck around? I don't trust women like that. Like, bro, you look into studies of how divorces happen. They happen just because of women not having enough money. Like, women are that money deprived in life. All divorces are about money, and 80-90% of them is her divorcing you. So
That
Zerka
that that
abandoning
that
that.
body count matters.
Yeah, so
That
I'm
body
just
count
saying
matters, though.
I did the real nigga move where I abandoned her because I'm like, look at these studies, dude. You are the studies, by the way. Dude, a lot of women are like, not me. If it says 90%, it's talking about you, you dumb bitch. What the fuck are you talking about? Like these women who talk about romance, when women, dude, Gary, if you start doing heroin, your mother looks for you. Yo, if you start doing
That's
heroin,
nigga.
your mom searches to the ends of the earth to find you. But your wife, Gary, your wife isn't going to search for you when you're doing heroin. She's going to abandon you. So stop pretending your wife is your family. Stop lying to me.
Well, here's the thing, man. You've been around ratchet whores, just like most of these people on these
Okay, do
apps. I
some
actually
heroin,
found a
Gary.
virgin.
Do some heroin. See if your wife
Yeah,
goes to
okay,
help
yeah,
you
okay.
out. Start doing
I'll tell
heroin. See how
I,
loyal your wife really is.
I'll tell you what, Zerko. When I see you again, let's do some DMT and see what happens. I'm not
Gary,
doing heroin though.
let me tell you this, Gary. You can never face the truth, but you and every married person on earth, if you knew
Bro,
if you
bro, bro,
knew what your wife would like,
I
if
would,
Gary started shooting heroin today
bro.
with Zerka, you
I
would
was
get
broke for
blocked. She
10 years when she was with me. She
so
could have
you're
left me for a millionaire in any fucking time, bro. Are
okay.
you
So you're
fucking
you're
kidding me,
saying
Zerka?
she would save you from heroin, Gary? Is that what you're saying? Say it. Say it all the way.
Most likely, yeah.
Come on, a woman saving a man from doing heroin?
I mean, listen, no woman's gonna save
Dude,
me from shit. Let's
dude.
keep it real.
Hey, first of all,
Listen,
look at the
a,
studies.
a,
That's never
a,
happened.
a woman is nothing more than a big child. That's all it is, man. And I will say this to you guys. I want you guys to listen to me very carefully. No matter what, you can never fully satisfy a woman. They always want more and more and more. No matter what you give them, no matter what you tell them, no matter what you teach them, they will always believe they deserve more. Because you know what's going to happen? Women are very jealous creatures. Your woman could be worth 10 million. She could have every fucking thing in the world, and then she sees some poor cunt who has some fucking diamond ring that she doesn't have, and in her mind, she's gonna say, "I deserve that too," and then she's gonna get resentful because you're not fucking providing that. So most women are trash, and the body count makes them worse. Quite frankly, I look forward to when women have no rights again, because the world will be a much better place.
Holy yap.
Yeah, please chime in.
Gabriella, you haven't said anything interesting all night.
JW, what's up?
What's up, brother? What have you been up to?
There it is.
Grinding, man. Cut deals with TikTok. Yeah, Zerka, if you want to go on TikTok and I get suspended, I can fucking make that happen now.
Thank you.
I just
JW,
built a
bro.
studio. I
Zerka,
just
what's
built a
up, brother? What have you
studio
been
in
up to, man? I
Miami.
know you're
Why
staying
you
on top of your shit out there.
why are you crying
I
in my DM, JW?
I'm not crying. I told you it's get down or lay down with
You're a
me. You
fucking
know I'm a fan,
crybaby.
brother, but
You're
if
a crybaby.
because of our interactions, because of me blessing you so frequently,
JW,
if we
listen,
don't get to some business, I'm beating you up on camera,
JW,
brother.
check this out. I made your career. Never
No, you
forget.
didn't.
You're
No,
my
but I do
son.
appreciate you.
You are my son.
Oh, Zerka, let's get
You are
into
my
something meaningful,
son.
brother, because
Never
I
forget.
love
I
when you're on the
made your
esoteric
career. You are
shit.
my son.
You are reorienting so many incels back to God. I love you for life, bro. You are a missionary. I'm here to serve you.
All right, serve me. So debate Gabriella. Let's hear what you got.
I mean, she just hasn't said anything other than corny little one liners when she's not even attractive. And she has to use some unique angle in her profile pic just to not show off that she's obese. And she's talking instead of being on the fucking treadmill or ritualizing something uncomfortable. She hasn't
Gabriel,
said
you you
anything
you you got
unique.
you got you got fillers on? That's not your real look?
No, but
I
let him
mean, the
Oh,
only
yap.
okay.
thing is she's not
It's
toned.
okay. It's okay. All these guys just rage bait because they want
She wants to
clicks.
stick
Like,
on
go ahead.
politics, but listen, we need fascism, which means that we're using aesthetics to manipulate public perception. So we get our culture back in effect. So we handle the incel crisis. So we handle the meaning crisis. And so people are actually
Hello?
transcending and developing
Yeah,
and
yeah,
attaining
keep
their
it down
spiritual
there.
path and
Yeah, keep
development.
it down there. I'll come get it. Just keep
Fascinating.
it down there. Thank you.
Should we add
Now
Josie?
Thank
listen,
you.
Zerka, wouldn't you agree that
What?
democracy is a flawed concept?
Yeah, I think it's really gay to let the masses vote because the masses is like, bro, that's a witch hunt. You know,
Yeah,
that's a witch
there's
hunt.
no truth in the numbers anymore because of the Industrial Revolution. You
Yeah, I
don't
mean,
have the ability to make
if you're
sense of
getting,
the world.
when have billions of people actually done anything? It's always been individuals.
Exactly.
That's why we got to take a whole bunch of people out. That's why I changed my mind on the vaccine too. I was telling people not to take the vax. I should have been telling people to take the vax. Got
No,
too
but
many
the fun
fucking
thing is
morons
this
on
right
here.
here is obviously there's
That's
a
right. That's
correlation
right.
between democracy and homosexuality. And you see guys like Sneako.
Sneako fucking proves that.
No, and guys like Nick Fuentes pushing democracy.
Okay,
Let's hold them
why is
accountable for
everyone
the
attacking
faggotry.
Nick on my
The
space? What is
faggotry.
this?
because he has to be held accountable
JW, you're
for the
not going to go
faggotry.
far attacking Nick on Zerka
If
Space. I'm just
we
telling you.
ever,
You
as
know, Nick is less
Americans,
retarded than
experience a
JW actually.
democratic regime again, we are toast.
JW, she just called you retarded, and you
What are you
totally
talking about, Miss?
fucking you.
God bless President Trump. Because if Kamala Harris was in office right now,
100%.
we are toast.
God bless President Trump. Say it fucking
What is
again,
the
man.
symbolism of this administration? Let's talk about what's important in terms of symbols and
Sending Stan
what
niggas
they
to
convey
CLI.
and what they represent. What does the cross represent to you, Zerka?
Man, shut the fuck up and talk.
What do you mean? What does the cross of the
I'm done
symbols
talking. It's
mean
your
to you?
turn, man. Hog the mic, you little fuck.
I'm
Hog the
bossing up
mic.
on you.
It's your turn. I already spoke.
Because the thing
Yeah.
is, you are a thought leader, but you're inconsistent.
Dude,
You need to be held accountable.
don't JW, you're my
Are you
son. I
working on your
drag my
aesthetic? Because,
nuts on your
bro, you're getting
forehead. Fuck you
sloppy.
talking about.
You're getting sloppy. I'm
I'm
mogging
not
every.
even doing anything. I'm in
Listen,
Colombia.
my
I'm
boy,
in
I know, and you should
Colombia.
be in Vegas turned up with me,
Fuck
working,
Vegas. Fuck
learning,
you ugly people in
getting
Vegas.
money.
Fuck that ugly
My boy
shit. I'm
Gary,
around
Gary,
beautiful
you been seeing
people.
me
I'm
flip, right?
around beautiful people. I'm not
Gary, you
around no
see me putting it
Vegas.
up off my
Vegas
interview year,
gotta be the
right?
most ugly people I've ever seen in my life.
Bro, I am
Fucking
the most
Vegas. You
aesthetically
fucking women in Vegas?
spectacular individual on earth.
Fuck
I'm the
that
aesthetic
shit.
spectacle that Hitler
Vegas is
dreamed of.
Vegas is the most
I'm what
boring place
the
on earth.
exceptional
Bro,
male
you know the only person who has
embodies.
fun in Vegas is Dana White, and he needs $1 billion to even
Bro,
have
it ain't
fun.
about fun. It's
It's not
about
fun at
serving
all.
God.
It's a
It's
Vegas
about
is a
form.
bro.
Listen, we're talking
You
about
gamble?
culture.
You gamble? Is that what it is?
Gary, you been seeing my
You
room?
do JW? Do you gamble?
Yeah, I saw you doing a lot better since the fucking stink year ended.
I mean, Gary said I'm the best in the world betting on football. I played football in college.
Oh my
I've made millions
god!
of
I
dollars.
mean,
This
come
is
on
why
now.
I live on the Vegas Strip, and I'm a
Oh
60
my.
million times platinum music producer. I produced EXO
So,
Tour Life. I produced Jack Harlow, What's
You've
Poppin'. I produced
said
Martin
that
Funk the Woo.
before, bro. You've already
Many
told
records
us
for
that.
Kanye.
JW, hold
But
on
the
one
point
second.
is, I'm living
Hold
in
on,
Vegas for
JW,
a
hold on
reason.
one second. Shout out to El Chavo and shout out to Carnage. That's it. Go ahead, brother.
The
What?
point being is, I'm in Vegas for a reason. Betting on sports is not a degenerate floor game where the odds are fixed. The casino's got 52.7% probability over the players 47.3. So every 100 you put in,
I
you're
just took
only pulling
Atlantic
out
City
essentially
for
94.
260,000. I just took
Stop
JW,
Atlantic
playing.
City with
JW,
260,000.
are
That'll be a
you?
win too.
I went up there with Fresh and fucking cleaned them out.
Nobody gives a fuck.
The
Yo,
fact of the matter
JW,
is
are
this,
you JW? You're like the only white nigger on earth.
bro. I listen, and to be honest with
You're
you,
like
and
the
this is dead
only
ass, bro.
white
Listen, listen,
fucking
listen, listen,
nigger.
listen. I love you, bro. But if you said that in real life, I would beat you up on camera.
You wouldn't do
I
shit.
swear to
You
God, I
lick my
would.
nuts. You wouldn't do shit.
I swear to God, anyone says the ER around me on camera, I'm beating them up. That's not
Listen, send me
American. We don't
JW.
speak like degenerates.
JW. Send me your tears. I will drink them on
I
camera.
promise you, bro. This is the
JW, you
aesthetic
know
rap.
damn well
Listen, I'm an artist.
JW,
We're talking about what
JW, you
America
know damn
represents.
well
We're
the way
not
I
Let
talk.
him let
puppets.
him live out. Let him live out.
Y'all
They
boys
said
aren't
that he'd live
serious
out.
enough. That's why God is out of your life and ignoring you.
Whoa, that's
God does
crazy.
not remove himself from sinners, only those that refuse to grow in seriousness. Are you getting more serious, Zerka? Are you done chasing bitches and pushing
Wait,
that hedonistic
JW,
shit, bro? It's
JW,
about
I
the
have a question.
eternal. It is about the eternal,
Wait,
That's
JW, I have a
crazy.
question.
the
That's
Are
crazy.
you
immutable.
high on Are you high on amphetamines, by
Never.
the way?
No, I'm turned. I get excited. I have
I
high
don't
adrenaline.
remember him.
It's
Do you
called
do?
Okay, bitch
You
testosterone.
don't do?
incoming.
I have what you call the killer instinct. So,
No,
so when my adrenaline hits, it spikes, and I want to go put something down.
bro, JW, you sound sexually repressed. Is that
No,
what?
I'm not,
Are you getting any pussy right now?
bro. The thing about it is, I
I
have
saw his girl.
transcending
I saw
sex.
his girl Zerka. She looks good.
Does
Listen,
she actually in person?
Yeah, I saw her in
bro,
person. She
Zerka,
looks good.
bro. I swear to God, I
Interesting.
will take any bitch from you. Light work.
You
You
will
are
never
marginal.
take a bitch from me. I'm your
Zerka, you
fucking
are
dad.
marginal.
I'm
You
your
are
fucking
marginal, bro.
dad.
I'll
I'm your
mog you
little
down. I'll mog
father.
anybody down. I seen you had the ASU mogger here with the
J
bitch
Yeah,
tits.
JW.
I call him bitch tits McGee. I call him bitch
The
tits McGee. That boy afraid to take his shirt off
JW. The
Why
bitches
are
are
you
more into
attacking the
clout than they are
ASU
into
logger?
muscle.
Why?
because
What
I
is
played
that?
football at ASU. I want to get on camera with him. I actually got on Retta 3 weeks ago, a low dose of Retta Trutide, because I bulked up to 260.
Is it
Now
work?
I'm shredded the fuck out at like 240 looking
And
crazy.
aren't you on testosterone and growth hormone? Like you should
Yes,
be shredded.
yes, and I am. There's
Yeah.
levels, bro. There's levels to it. Now this relates to aesthetics. What
Hmm.
is beauty to you?
Beauty is morality.
Yeah, beauty is the materialization on earth of the highest form of the good, the eternal. This is why we were literally built to recognize it. It precedes analysis. When you see a beautiful woman on the street, you don't have to think about it. It hits you and it
What are
removes
you
all
saying?
resistance.
Are you and then what? You're a rapist? Like what are you talking about?
I'm talking about in terms of designing the life that you want, helping a
Uh-huh.
young man actually access pussy, a young man
Well,
get a good
JW,
job where
I
he's
know
not
you got to
getting
explain to
exploited.
me what hits you. You said it hits you. Is it like a rapey energy? What are you talking about?
Inspiration.
Okay, we're going there.
Now earlier you were talking about
What,
pornography.
like
Let's talk about some of the benefits of
inspired to?
pornography.
Right.
As a young man, if you associate your ideal version of a woman with one woman that you're looking at in porn, see, when I grew up, porn was on VHSs, so you couldn't access
You
it.
old as fuck, nigga. What the
Yes,
fuck?
I had to break
You
in.
old as fuck. Bro, how
Literally,
old are you? What do you
On
VHS?
VHS.
VHS? You're
VHS
watching
DVD.
America.
Yes, when I
You're
was young
watching.
man, getting
Yo,
exposed to
you're
the
watching.
legendary Jenna
You're
Jameson.
watching. So you watch America's
The
Funniest Home
legendary Jenna
Videos?
Jameson, who coincided with the rise of Pamela
Bro,
Anderson.
what do
Let's
you
look at
mean you
Pamela
it was on
Anderson,
VH?
Jenna
How
Jameson
old are you?
as a
How
sexual archetype.
JW, how old are you? What are you
I'm
talking about?
42.
Holy shit, you're dying.
Bro, listen, it's not about chronological age. It's
Dude,
about
you're
biological age.
dying. Dude, you're
You
almost
are
done.
31.
You're
You
almost
talk about
done.
hair, but you're
You're
going
almost,
bald
bro, you're
already,
almost done
dog.
your incarnation, dude. You're
No, I'm
almost
living to
dead.
130. What do you know about longevity? What do you
Dude,
know about the
you
shortening of our
you got
telomeres?
10 years left and
What
you're
do you know about
done.
chemical methylation, bro? What do you know
JW,
about elongating the
JW,
length of your life to
you're gonna
unimaginable?
you're gonna
Bro,
meet God
I'm gonna
in
be
10
fucking in my
years.
90s. I
No,
will
you're
be
not.
fucking in my 90s. I
No,
will
you're
be
not.
dunking in my
No,
90s.
no, no. You'll be
Dunking.
fucking someone who's 90.
No, I won't. My girlfriend is 17 years younger than me.
Yo,
So
my,
you.
you said 17 years
And
old?
she's a star. And she's a
Did you
star.
say
And you
17
heard
years
Gary
old?
say she was a bad bitch. And Gary, that was before she put on 20 pounds in the gym and got the breast enhancements,
Really?
which
Is she on Anavar? Is
aesthetically
she on
took it to another
Anavar?
level. No, I did get
Okay.
her on Retta.
Careful,
A
'cause you
very,
don't,
very low
no
dose.
steroids. You don't want her clitoris to
She put
expand.
on 20 pounds of muscle and
Okay.
just good
So
solid
send the
weight.
nudes. Send the nudes. What are you
No,
doing,
bro,
old
stop
man?
being
Send the V.
disrespectful. Cause
Send
if
me
you
the
did that around
VHS.
me,
Say, oh, send me the
bro,
VHS.
and listen, I ain't faggot ass HF TikToky.
Yo,
If we
send
get
me the
into it,
VHS.
you're
You
gonna
know,
sacrifice
JW,
some
here's
teeth.
why I feel bad for you,
You're
bro.
gonna
I don't
nickname me
care
the
who she
dentist,
is.
boy.
I really
Huh?
don't care who she is. She's not going to be attractive to me.
What do you
I don't care
mean?
who
It's
she
not,
is.
bro. Who
JW's
cares
girl isn't
about
going to
that?
be attractive to me.
What do you
To
mean? It's
me?
subjective. We're talking about form. We're
Was she a?
talking about the form of a woman, a big-breasted, beautiful woman who's in the gym
But
squatting.
you said
No
she got fake
BBL. No
implants. She doesn't
BBL,
even
dog.
have big
No
breasts.
Botox.
She
No
got
fake sculpture.
implants.
None of that. She's doing cardio with me. She's going hard like a superstar.
So why don't you marry her?
I will when the time is right.
What are you
So
She's
talking
not
about?
what
You're
breast
looking
implants did
42
for.
you
years
get?
old. What are you waiting for?
What breast implants did you get so that you can actually do cardio? Like
You
asking for
said
a
what?
friend. What type of breast implants did you get so that she can actually do
What
cardio and it's
the
not
fuck?
uncomfortable? Just
I
asking for a
mean,
friend.
I'm not going to go in there and ask her that question, but aesthetically, they're perfect. And
But
that's what it's really
send the
all about.
VHS. So send
Well,
the
find
VHS.
Now,
out and let
listen,
me know,
this
please.
is an interesting concept that I want to talk to you about, Zerka. Are you familiar in esotericism about the mob zone? What's
No,
called the
you gotta
mob
teach.
zone?
Teach, bro. This is your classroom. Teach us.
It's basically the collective unconscious in terms of liminality. We've talked about the liminal space where you're transforming, where a young man goes into a fist fight or some type of rite of passage and transforms from the coward before the fight who was afraid to stand up for himself to the individual, whether he wins or loses, is at least respected by his peers to have a boundary. That he's not gonna at some point he's signaling a cost for attacking him, which is getting in a fist fight, whether he wins or loses. But in that transformational state. Now, think about the best sex you have, bro. For me, for some reason, the best sex I have is waking up in the middle of the night where I'm in like this transformational state, coming out of sleep, kind of half asleep, half awake. That shit is crazy because you're tapping in to the collective, like animalistic, archaic energy that we all have access to. So it is a little different. It kind of brings in all the archetypes of these type of experiences, which let me get a drink real quick. I got cotton mouth. The point being is my girlfriend is very symbolic to the sexual ideal and archetypes I developed as a child looking at pornography. When I see
What
Jenna
the
Jameson,
fuck are you talking
when
about?
I see Jenna Jameson, a big breasted, beautiful blonde woman, she's submissive, she's feminine. And like I said, coinciding with the Baywatch Pamela Anderson, this big breasted, slim kind of, now the thing
She
is, obviously
does. She
they were a
does
little
look like
skinny.
Pamela Anderson. Actually, she does.
Yeah, she looks like Pamela Anderson, which was I literally grew up masturbating, experiencing sex to this archetype that I get to experience often. And there's something crazy about the collective unconscious when you come out of sleep and you're in that liminal space and it's just I mean, the erections are out of this world, for instance.
Okay.
Is it not? Zerka, I see you signaling you got to take
What
all
the
types of fucking medicine to get an erection, don't you? Aren't you
Bro,
making it
your
close to all
nuts
the
don't
money you
even
spend?
work. You're on testosterone. Your nuts don't even work. Just
No,
be
they
honest.
do, but my
No,
girl
they
likes to
don't. You
smash
need
every
HCG.
day.
You
No,
need
listen,
HCG to even have
I
a
swear to
child.
God, I took
You need
HCG once.
HCG to have a child. You can't even have a kid. You're not even a
No, when I
man.
met her, listen, when I
Your
met her,
balls are deflated. You're not even a man.
no, when I met her, she did want to have sex every day or multiple times a day. And I
JW,
wasn't
you're
able to.
infertile. You're on
No, I did
testosterone
get on
replacement
HCG.
therapy.
No,
You're on
no, I'm on a low
TRT.
dose,
You
dog.
you
I'm on
you telling me
200
you
a
can have a
week.
kid? You can't have a kid right now. You're shooting loads
Listen,
in her. She can't get
listen.
pregnant.
You're
You're
not
not
going to
even a
tell me what
man.
I can and can't
You're
do.
He
you
already has a
you.
kid, Zerka.
Yeah, he can't have another one because he's on TRT. He needs to take
Maybe so.
HCG to fill up his
Maybe
And
so.
nuts
that's
because he's not a
fine. But the
man.
point being
You got
is,
no sperm. You have no manhood in you.
listen, and I mean, it's a transcending, and we only went down this path because you made the statement that you
Oh,
think I sound
I know my
sexually
balls are
repressed.
running, bro. My ball, I
Dog,
can shoot sperm.
you gotta
You can't
understand
shoot
something.
any sperm. I
You've
can shoot
never
sperm.
experienced the
You
upper
can't even get
tier.
someone pregnant, dude.
No,
That's
but
just
listen,
sad.
you've only experienced bitches from the standpoint of they recognize you off the internet and clout.
No, I
I
haven't. I
get it
was a
off
night.
straight
I was a
aesthetics.
bouncer. What are you talking about? I was
I
a
know, a
bouncer.
bouncer.
Yeah, I
You
fucked
were a
women
bouncer,
before I was
dog. You were
famous.
standing on the wall
I
flipping the
fucked
shot
Pamela
bitches.
Anderson, bro.
I'm
I fucked
21,
Pamela.
22 years old in the nightclubs with NFL players pulling real bad bitches, really
Yeah,
shutting shit down.
yeah. During Frank
Having
Sinatra's
parties,
time,
having
right? You
parties
were.
at ASU on some real like entourage shit,
Yeah, but that's
movie shit.
50,000 years ago, bro.
No, it's not. Right now, bro. Right now.
Bro, JW,
I'm
you
the
have
most
10 years
aesthetically
left before you
spectacular.
die.
Stop, bro. I look better than anyone on the internet. It's a
But you
fact.
got to take HCG to get a woman
It's
pregnant.
no, I don't.
That's hilarious,
Yeah,
bro.
there's a
You
menstrual
got
Listen,
to
we're
coming
talking
up.
inject
about beauty.
HCG to get a
Zerka,
woman
do you have
pregnant.
ambitions
I
of
recommend
she
HMG.
disrespected you and said you fell off. She said you fell off unk. Are
Yeah,
you
should I
trying to
cry
get
about
back on
that?
the motherfucking top, my
I'm
boy?
rich, bro. It doesn't hurt when you're
No,
rich, bro. You got to make
listen, you're
some money
not
in your
that
life.
rich. Me and Gary are
JW.
richer than you.
No, you guys sound broke as fuck. You guys always need
No,
help. You're always asking me for favors. Like,
no,
what's
I'm
up? What's
asking you
that
to
about?
platform me and allow me to fucking stun on you on camera so we bring
But
you
you can't
back
even
and
get
platform
someone
me.
pregnant. Why
I'm the
would I
most
promote
entertaining and
you? You
enlightening,
can't
bro.
even get someone
I'm your
pregnant. Why would I?
motherfucking guru. I'm
You
your
can't even
guru.
shoot sperm.
Let
You
me
can't even
help
shoot
you
sperm.
help
You're telling me
others.
you're a man. You can't even shoot sperm at
Yes, I can.
42.
I
No,
fuck
you need to
every
inject
single day.
HCG. You're on
And I
TRT. You
and
can't.
listen,
What's your sperm
listen.
count? JW, what's your
I
sperm
make
count?
love.
What's your
I
sperm
make
count?
love every day.
See,
I'm
chat,
not
he's
fucking.
afraid to
I'm
admit his
making love
sperm
every
count
day.
is at 10%. I've
Bro,
been
Yo,
you
Zerka,
before.
Zerka.
I used to have a low sperm count too. It sounds frustrated.
listen, I'm a big guy. So any more sex and the shit's gonna have long-term damage.
No, I'm trying to get listen, JW, I'm trying to give you advice.
I'm at the
You
peak.
can run HCG with your TRT. You know that, right?
Why would I want to? I'm peaked
So you
out,
have
bro.
sperm. You don't have any sperm.
Yes, I
Why
do.
do you not want to have sperm? You want to be like a
Mm.
woman?
It's something that I don't need to optimize.
Are you
right
so
now.
you don't want to shoot a load on your girl?
I
You'd
do.
rather shoot in
Oh, it's
blanks.
and is that not
That's
a
fucking
transcending? Is that not
no,
a
bro. That's
transcend?
not normal. That's
Now
not
this is what
normal.
we're talking about here. Let's get
That's not
into some
normal at all.
absurdism. Let's get into some absurd shit, bro. If
That's
we're talking
dude,
existentialism.
dude.
You
You
know
can't
about
afford. I'll pay. Listen,
you know
JW.
about George Bataille
Are
and
you
his
broke? You
concept
need us
of the
to pay for
sacred
your
being in the excess,
HCG.
bro. The
No,
excess.
dude. I
Does
hate you
every
guys
man
who get
not
on.
need a woman who's
There's a bunch of
submissive
you
and
guys
gets on
who
her
get
knees
on
when it's that time?
testosterone and think you can neglect your sperm count. If you're on testosterone, run HCG with it.
I did when I met her and it boosted me and I'm good to go, my boy. And if it becomes an issue, then of course I will again.
But you just said you're not shooting sperm.
I said no, I did not. I
Yeah, you
said that
did.
I said there's levels. Would you not say there's qualitative differences in erections based
All
on
right, can you?
arousal,
No, no, no. All I
especially
care
when you're an
about,
intellectual
the
and
only thing
especially
I
when you're
care about
successful in
at
life?
42, you should be afraid of getting someone pregnant. If you don't have that fear, you're not. You don't have a
My
sperm count.
girlfriend has an IUD in. She's a pop
Okay.
star.
Can you get her pregnant with your
Yes,
sperm count right now?
yes. Who
How's that possible if
cares?
you're on
Listen,
testosterone?
motherfucker,
You don't have
I do what
sperm.
I
You're a
want in the
woman.
simulation.
You
If
don't
I
have
want to
sperm.
get her
You're a
pregnant,
woman,
it's
bro.
gonna go down because my body does what I tell it to. Just like when
No,
I'm in the
JW.
gym with my shirt off.
All jokes aside, there's nothing better than shooting a lot of cum. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You're
It
missing
doesn't
out,
need to be.
man.
I
You're
I don't
missing out.
necessarily
You're
enjoy
missing
the
out.
nut. I enjoy the actual lovemaking.
Okay.
When you have a big penis and you have a master erection, it's a transcending experience.
What?
And I'm sad that young men can't experience it. If they're small, it's genetics. It's an experience that will transform you
Hey, man.
and give you a
Hey,
respect for life.
for many years of my life, I did what you're doing, and bro, there is no life without sperm. Don't do that.
No, I do. You gotta understand, I'm a genetic freak of nature. I am in control. I'm the master manipulator of the fucking simulation we're in. You understand that your subconscious certainty is the main factor in your future
Yeah, but
prosperity.
did you watch that
You hear me?
new? Did you
I
see
do
that
not
new
have a
Mike?
victim mentality. You sound like a victim
Yeah,
because
but you
you're
gotta
trying to tell
watch
me
Mike
what's not
Malek's new
possible.
video, bro. Mike
I'm telling
Malek's
you
new
what the
video.
fuck I do, bro. I do this shit.
Mike Malek got on the camera in his new video and he said, I've been running testosterone for years
He's
and
a
now
simp,
my sperm doesn't shoot, it's broken. So I
bro.
have to take HCG. And I'm like, bro, JW, don't let that happen.
He is not a fucking specimen, an apex
My,
predator.
yeah, that's Logan Paul's
I'm an
bitch.
apex
Honestly though.
predator, dog. That is a bitch boy. That dude impregnated a hooker.
Yo, what the fuck? No, he didn't.
Well, that's all he could do.
I don't think he did that.
I mean, listen, you could say he impregnated Herker. I mean, fucking Logan Paul impregnated a fucking ran through whore. Imagine having $300 million and you fucking wipe up some bitch that's been around the world more times than
I
goddamn
mean,
fucking Ferris wheel.
there's trade-offs to everything, B. You know,
Ain't no
she's
trade
obviously
off, man.
got something going on.
He got a bag. That's what the fuck he has. He
Well,
has a bag.
Yeah,
no,
he
I'm
has no
saying she has something
masculinity.
going on. She makes, listen, I believe in the fully submissive. I make my girlfriend fully submissive and understand my strategy, my plan is what goes. Of course, I'm open to her direction and ideas and this and that. I'm in complete control. And I demand motherfucking full submission to everything I demand.
I mean,
And
you
with
seem
that being
happy.
said, I
Okay,
don't want
okay.
to listen. I don't want a
Stay.
zombie.
Hold on,
Listen, I
hold
don't
on.
want a
You,
zombie. I want a woman that has
JW.
intellectual and
Does
spiritual
your woman
endeavors
have
as
any
well.
friends? Does your
Yes,
woman have any friends?
I've eliminated a lot of them.
No. Does she still have female friends?
Not really.
Okay. Because
Not a
if your
single
woman
one.
has female friends, you're
Not
not
a
in
single
control.
friend. We're with each other 24/7.
Well, I mean, but see, that's the point, JW. She has to have no friends, and you're not around her
No,
24/7.
I'm the GOAT,
I'm
bro.
out
She's
here
a
fucking
professional
grinding.
singer.
I'm
She's
out there
out in the club
working.
singing. She's the highest paid residential singer in the city. I'm him, bro. She knows. She could never have more certainty about her
So she,
partner
so she,
than she
so she
has
has
with
a
me.
male boss.
Zherka, what is love to you?
Hold on. Does she have a male boss?
She's got several.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. I'm
Dog,
I'm not with that male boss shit.
You gotta
dog,
retire your women,
she's
dude.
got a career. She's not
Wait,
dependent
Josie, are you
upon it.
interested in him?
No, I have a man
No,
here.
Josie's a good woman,
Okay, W.
you know?
How you been, Josie?
Good. How about you?
Fucking grinding. Just built a new 200K studio.
Nice. Yeah, I saw that. That looks super good. Hey, I got a question for you. Release of the song. Can I release that on the 11th? Is that a good day?
Do it like Ye did. Release it on the 20th.
28th or 20th?
28th. Yeah, just look at Ye. He fucking listened. He
Yo, but
released this shit on the
Zerka, you know
Got
I'm
28th.
it.
giving you
It
the
hit
sauce
fucking
right
new
now,
fucking
dog.
things.
Got it. Yeah, by the
Zerka,
way,
me and you, the
I
hardest shit on the motherfucking internet. What are we talking about?
okay, thank
Okay.
your wife for the hair advice that she posts on her page, by the way, because I tried
You're
one of them and I
you're
love it.
very welcome. I mean, JW. In all honesty, me and Zirkle are probably the best 1-2 punch in
You
2023.
you
I
guys
don't
are
think
great.
anyone's fucking topped
I
that.
offer
I don't think
something
I don't
different.
think anyone's topped that.
I offer the symbolic representation of American masculinity to the fullest. You can't
Yeah.
claim that, Gary, because you're not in shape.
I never said I could. I claim, hey, listen,
I
at
want
least
to
you guys
get
can
you in
beat me at
shape though
something.
with Retta.
At
With
least you
Retta,
guys can
dog,
beat me.
you'll be cutting motherfucking 2 months. Zerka,
You
tell
know
him.
what? Yo, JW, you know what the fucking beauty of it is? I did all that shit and I did it my way. I didn't
I
do it the
know,
way you
and you
did
are
it.
goaded. What do you mean? I did it my way to the fullest. Never had a job in my life. Not once.
Really?
Never once had a job. All
Yeah.
American football player into a historical music production career set forever. My catalog is lifetime checks. I've hit the lottery 5 times, 11 Billboard Hot 100 records. So that shit prints. And
And I got
the mind that I've
Wait.
developed,
I have a
it's
question
not
for
about what
Zherka.
you have. Hold on. It's not about what you
Oh
have
my
or what
God,
you've
here we
done.
go again.
It's about who you've become and who you're becoming. It's all about
what you
becoming.
do. What you done is a representation of who you are.
No, it's not. It's completely
Yes, it
aligned.
is.
Listen, it's complete
No. What
congruency
you've
with
done
my
in the
inner
past,
self and
what
my
you've done in the
imagination
past,
and who I idealize myself
what
and the
you've
way
done
I
in the
see
past is
myself.
all about your life
My
experience and it's
self-image and who I
molded you
project
into the
myself to
man
the
you are.
public is in complete alignment. I am exactly who I see myself as. And it's taken time.
Because you put in the work,
Of
nigga.
course, and that's the beauty of it. I'm
Okay,
speaking to all my young
your
boys in the
past
crowd.
has
Whatever the
everything to
fuck
do
you
with
want to
it.
do is right there. But you got to sacrifice everything and you got to ritualize
And,
discomfort. The entry point to all growth is pain and tension. Don't let them motherfucking
and
whip you into zombie mode. You should be intense. You should be
you
emotional.
know,
You should be passionate because those are the ones that fucking go on the long journey.
men should not be emotional,
Yes,
my
they
friend.
should. You should be
No, they
sensitive
shouldn't.
and in touch with everything. Of course, you got to be
Men
dangerous,
should control
but
their
in
emotions.
control.
JW is the bottom.
The bottom, no, bitch. Shut your goofy ass up. You shouldn't even be on stage. You haven't said
There
shit,
you
and you're
go.
mid as fuck. You're not even good looking, bitch. In a club, you would stalk me. I wouldn't even buy you a fucking drink. Dead
There he
ass. You be
is. There
Drink,
you
circling.
go.
You be pulling this skirt up.
drinking's haram,
This
JW.
bitch would
Pass.
be twerking in front of me trying to get my attention in a small little dive bar.
Dude, you're 42, you're ugly.
No,
Like,
bitch,
I
I'm not
feel like
ugly. I'm
I
you ain't
understand. I
never been
understand
with
your
anyone like me.
frustration.
Your
I
little
understand
beta
your
boyfriend
frustration.
you were talking about earlier, they called the police. I would have got
JW,
you buried at the fucking
JW,
edge of the mountain. Bitch.
JW. I was with the owner of Club 11 yesterday, so I'll probably throw an event this year where it's like numerology and astrology takes over the top club in Miami, man, because the Club 11 owner's
But
on it.
dog, it ain't shit unless
And
I'm in that motherfucker. Don't you get it?
I just said you can represent the pigs,
And if
nigga.
I'm in that motherfucker, it's a movie. It's a fucking movie. We're talking aesthetics. We're talking beauty and form and symbolism.
JW. I hope you don't get fucking talk all this shit, and then some fucking nigga comes up there and mogs your ass.
What? Bro, I've been turned. I've been turned. You've seen the size. Now I'm on a low dose of Retta, back to my intermittent fasting strict, and I'm looking crazy. And it really is about the face gain, Zerka. Wouldn't you say? Your face, it means a lot. You can't get all bulked up and cut the cardio back because there's a trade-off to you know,
Wait,
optimizing
what does the
for
Retta
muscle
do?
development.
The Retta
Optimizing
is just
muscle
cutting you up,
development,
right?
huh?
The Retta is just to lean you out, or is it, that's it?
I'm saying the
Aren't
trade-off
you already
because
lean
I've
though?
ritualized running and for
Yeah.
many different
JW,
reasons. But and it gets
J
you lean
Dubs.
and it'll have your face looking crazy in terms of the angularity, etc. Having no
Hold on,
turkey
Dude,
throat, these type
we
of
got a
things.
Mexican. Mexican wants to talk to you.
But it doesn't matter. She hasn't been
bro,
impressive.
that
She
Vegas
shouldn't
Nigga,
be
heat
on the
chill.
is
fucking
getting to you,
stage.
Nigga,
bro.
shut the fuck up and let him talk. Go ahead, Victor.
That Vegas heat's getting to you, bro. Go touch some
What?
grass.
You fucking dork.
Growth on,
Bro, you
the
talk over
growth
the
on
internet.
Instagram.
If you said that in real life, I'll knock your motherfucking teeth out of your skull.
Yeah, because you're
Prompt.
feminine, bro. You can't control
No,
your
I'm not. You're
emotions.
disrespectful. You are
Bottom
feminine
chopped.
on the internet. I'm a boss, bro. You ain't never. What's your lifetime achievement? Who are you? Who are you
Bro,
becoming?
bro, why are you getting
Bless
so
us.
pressed?
Say something meaningful. The
Jesus
mic
Christ
is
is
yours.
king.
Take over. You're a generic motherfucking herd morality sheep. You're a slave mind. Shut your bitch ass up and stop rebelling against that inclination that lets you know you're not motherfucking him. You're listening to him right now. So mirror me as I
First
mirror
name
Jesus
him,
Christ.
last name Uthi.
Imitate me as I imitate Jesus.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yo, you can't talk like that to the homie.
Who? I swear to God on
No,
everything
no,
holy, if I ever
him,
come across him,
not
I'm gonna beat
you.
him up.
Him, not
JW,
you.
bro.
Go
Let,
for it,
let
bro. I'm
me
not
tell you
scared of
this,
you.
bro. JW, like nobody's afraid of you, man.
I promise you, you don't know. You don't know. You know I'm a
Shut the fuck up.
Finally, holy shit.
Alright.
Zerka, I have a question. What like degree are you on the Rosenkreuz?
Hey, we don't talk about that. We don't talk about that kind of stuff here. What are you talking about? I
Well, I
don't.
mean, you have it on your profile
That's
in
not
caps
something
locks.
we'll ever talk about. That's satanic. That's pure evil. And
A Zaria or a Morg?
I'm neither. Actually, I'm very against the organized, and for anything in Rosicrucian thought, I'm really against everything organized. I think they stand for nothing. And work too. I think it's all bullshit. So I only promote Steiner's work, and
Yeah.
remind me because I keep forgetting, Gabriella. I have so much shit to send you. Remind me because you've just gone through a big tragedy, a loss in your life, dude. I have something for you. I'm gonna send you something, and it's like easy to digest too. But it's like most people who hire me, they'll always tell me they went through a tragedy last year or something. They lost someone they love, and they love the shit I send them. Like this stuff I want to send you. Whatever. What do you do right now in your off time? Like, what do you? You're a woman. Do you read anything? What do you
Yeah, I
read?
do. I read a lot. Well,
What?
I read
Gabriella,
economics.
what I don't economics. You are like the most boring human being on earth. That's how does that
I
help you?
am
How does
not,
that
but
help your soul? Economics? That's so
well,
boring.
I used to read philosophy more, but I'm into economics right now. It's
Oh,
classical liberal thought. I'm reading like Mises.
that's
I'm actually reading
crazy.
Karl Popper. Yeah, I like Karl Popper. He's cool, but yeah,
I,
that's
I
not boring. Okay, that's not
that's
boring. That's actually pretty interesting, and it's good
no. Why
free
don't you
time for me.
switch? People will say Plato. I'll be like, oh, that's interesting. Anything to do with economics, even if it's Plato talking about economics, that shit's boring. Like, what? I can't believe you said that. Like,
Karl Popper.
that is crazy boring. Like, what is wrong with you humans? You don't know what to read. Like, I will send you shit. Don't worry. I'm gonna send you something. And I think we should wrap it up here, guys. Because yeah, what's your question, Josie?
Oh, I was just gonna say, if Gary, you and Gary are like, I think Skittles is going through some tough stuff right now. If you could maybe like send her some stuff, Gary, if you could check on her, I would appreciate it.
Oh, is she going? Is she going through any tragedy? You guys got to
Yeah,
tell me what the fuck. You
yeah,
guys,
yeah, she is.
I am the king of helping people if they're going through if they've lost someone in their life. I have the exact literature you should be reading. That it's like it's I I am shocked that I don't have a church based around this. Like if I dedicated all my time to helping people who are going through let's say you lose a family member, I think I could help more people than anyone in history, maybe with the exception of Jesus Christ. I mean, dude, I know exactly what to send you guys. Like I'm telling you, Gabriella, you need to be reading Swedenborg right now. He's going to strengthen your Christian faith so, and it's not going to be one of those cope strengthening. It's going to be actually like you're going to be blown away. If you read Heaven and Hell by Swedenborg, holy shit, will you be blown away? And the whole time you're going to be thinking, oh, this sounds like he's just making shit up. But he's confirmed by other clairvoyants like Dr. Steiner and all sorts of theosophists that confirm what he's saying is reality. So it's not just one genius who sees this into the spiritual world. It's many of them all saying that he's at lower level, but he's entering that world. and you get a
Well,
strong
do you
guy.
believe in the afterlife?
No,
That's the thing. I don't
Gabriella, I
believe in the
don't
afterlife.
believe. I know for a fact, like Swedenborg talks about, you will see your mother in afterlife at the speed of thought. So if you love someone a lot, they appear very quickly. If you don't love them a lot, it's a slower process. But he goes over it in perfect scientific detail. And it's not like hocus pocus shit. It's like proven by other clairvoyants. I'm telling you. Gabriella, dedicate your next month to reading Swedenborg. You are going to be blown away. And it helps people so much cope with the death question. And then if you get into a
Oh,
bit
is
of,
it the quantum physics? The quantum physicist that like explains life and death with like physics and how there has to be a god and everything? Is that it?
no, I know it's more like a genius. He's more of a genius who breaks into the spiritual world and records what he sees, and everyone calls him crazy. But other geniuses confirm throughout history that he's telling the truth because they see the same shit, and it's mind blowing because it also shows the development humans have to be on. A lot of these geniuses break into that, like the Da Vinci types, but he describes and maps heaven and hell perfectly. And when I say perfectly, I mean like you have to read this. But now, let's say if you're a regular person, it doesn't hit you as hard. But if you lose a loved one and you go through this literature, it's mind bending because this literature actually explains to you that it's a very short dream on this side. On that side, it's a very long dream. But on this side, it's extremely short. Which, like, how do you tell someone that if they're going through tragedy? Because it feels like a long time on this side too. But yo, before I wrap up this call, Josie, is it Skittles I should send it to?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm telling you,
Gary can hook you
everyone
up. Like
listen,
they know each other pretty well too.
everyone listening to me right now, before you die on Earth, read Swedenborg. I'm telling you, I'm gonna post it right now, guys. Hold on. Hold on.